Silvervale and I have never been friends. There were 3 reasons I tried to make some kind of connection with her throughout the years. I have been endlessly compared to and harassed about my similarities to Silvervale that ate at my insecurities ever since I started my VTubing career. These comments weren't true, but I believe Silvervale bought into them and disliked me for it. If Silvervale and I could clear things up, be on good terms, and to be able to publicly acknowledge each other, it would have helped to end the harassment both of us were getting for so long.
Okay.
Any creative or business endeavors Silvervale and I did together could have been very successful and benefited us both. I've gotten countless requests from fans asking for this. Red had lots of ideas of potential things we could have done, and I was always open to working together with her. I genuinely sought a friendship with someone I was repeatedly told was very similar to me in our personalities, likes, and interests.
Yeah, but what the fans want don't matter if she doesn't want anything to do with you.
Silvervale was never obligated to do any of these things, and I never felt that she was.
Okay.
I just wanted to get along. For so long I held out hope that we could talk things out, but she showed me through her own behavior how she really felt about me due to no actions of my own. My pursuit to fix things between us turned to mixed feelings, and after she repeatedly gave me reason to, I grew to resent Silvervale by the summer of 2024. The never-ending harassment for copying her, and other circumstances around her didn't help. In the times I confided in my friends about my experiences with Silver, they'd all agree with me and tell me their own stories about her.
Is she gonna show us the so-called harassment?
It was Silvervale's dislike of me and her actions towards me throughout the years that informed mine and Red's opinion on Shilali's and her feelings about me before I was cancelled. Silver wouldn't acknowledge me by name when I'd rate her, ghosted my messages for months, and got her model from Nanoless at a very suspicious time. A similarly petty pattern of behavior, without any communication. Here are some of the things I said about Silvervale in my apology.
Bro, how the fuck did they tie this back to Shy Lily? Holy unhinged. You guys are obsessed.
I grew more and more resentful of Silver over time, between the constant belittling of myself, a controversy around my first waifu cup, and other incidents, even though she herself never interacted with me directly. And it was also that fact that made me insecure, like I wanted to know if she believed all of these things or not. It really felt as if she didn't like that I even existed in the same space. Silver was completely undeserving of this treatment, and it was my own insecurities that led me to making this choice. I became unapologetically evil towards her due to no direct action of her own. I was so wrong for letting everyone get in my head about all these malicious feelings. I'm so sorry for any opportunities I've taken away from you.
It sucks. It really sucks that the next sentence is I was overly apologetic because of the severity of the moment. So she's gonna take it all back. Is that what's gonna happen?
I was overly apologetic because of the severity of the moment. I chose not to go into detail about any of my interactions with Silver, and even said there wasn't any between us when there was. I felt awful about the feelings I had about her, calling myself unapologetically evil when I wasn't. I did not sabotage Silvervale. I agreed to ask Nana not to work with her on models anymore, where Silver lost nothing, and I apologized for the opportunities I took from her, when there really wasn't any. In doing so, I gave Silvervale the ability to fill in the gaps in the story however she wanted, despite apologizing to her for evils far beyond what I've ever actually done. It didn't stop Silvervale from confidently lying about me when she finally had the chance.
Big accusations, lying about her. Let's see these lies.
Silver said that she wanted her community to be fully informed about everything, so below is my full experience with and around Silvervale, ending with a breakdown of her document, and a showcase of all of the lies she told on her stream. Throughout the start of the timeline, I'll place the screenshots of Red's retelling of events to Nano from May 2023 to show that he wasn't lying to her. They're highlighted with a blue border like his commentary. That conversation is also included below, just like it was in Nano's section of this document.
It's not that he was not lying to her, it's that, well, he was probably lying to her, but it's the talk shit about something that has nothing to do with her. Like, at the end of the day, you cannot make me believe that Nanoless had beef with any of these girls, whether it's Shy Lily, Bao, Silvervale. She had no beef with them. She changed her opinion of them. Did she have a negative opinion of them after talking to these two? Sure. But if you remove this element, she doesn't have beef with them. Like, she's not involved in this.
I have been accused, compared, and harassed for years by people thinking I copied everything about Silvervale, including my personality, voice, and even my laugh. I was never going to address this publicly, but I'm taking this opportunity to lay everything out and show that I didn't copy her. A quote from my apology.
Since I started streaming, I've ruthlessly been compared to Silvervale and called the discount version of her. I was accused of copying her design, copying her personality, even copying her laughs of all things, and there was a large number of people who were diehard believers in the fact that I stole all these attributes maliciously for my own gain, citing the art I posted of us together, calling her an inspiration, when in reality this was referring to the decision to become a hellhound. And also, if that really was an issue, she could have always just spoke to them about it, or spoke to their manager and been like, can we tell both our communities to stop these comparisons because they help no one? Like, you can ban words from your chat, you can ban words from your YouTube comment section. This is a screenshot. There's more instances like that, but Silver refuses to follow, acknowledge, or interact with Sinder at all because it's assumed that Sinder copied her. It sucks because she didn't. Ironically, Sinder is only Sinder because of Silver, but not because she copied her, the complete opposite. Before November of 2020, what I knew about Silvervale was as much as I knew about the only other Western VTubers at the time, almost nothing. I knew who she was, but I didn't watch her content. It was only after VShoujo debuted and Silver Brenda I did start following her. My original VTuber concept, based on my ASMR persona, was finished, and I was waiting to work with the artist Red and I contacted to design my character in December. I was originally going to be a cherry blossom wolf girl. VShoujo was announced. This was Silvervale's original design and description on VShoujo's website. The same day, Red emailed the artist that was designing my character that we're changing our plans. Red referenced a Silver design above his message. In my apology, I said the only time Silvervale was mentioned in the original designing my character was when we explained why we were pivoting to something else, and there was no references of her character involved. Silvervale had her re-debut stream to reveal her new model and Sakura Wolf design that same night. We should have debuted and Silvervale rebranded as a cherry blossom wolf girl, so to avoid copying her and we could stand out, we did the opposite of that design. Yada yada. The details for Cinder's character were finished. Name: the original name we had in mind was Amber, but thought it was too generic. Red came up with the name Sinder by combining Sin with Cinders and relating to Hell and Cinder to Fire, which made Cinder the Hellhound. And like the wordplay aspect of it, it had nothing to do with it sounding like Silver. The name Amber was going to be reused for my fan base, but we scrapped it. And it didn't have a fan name until much later. Personality: you can see from my original character sheet from 11/15/2020 above and Silver's description on the VShoujo website that Silver and I inherently share a lot of personality traits. Okay. Art tag: a Cinder doodle came from it sounding like Snickerdoodle, relating to my love of sweets, but also to drawings of me. Why are we explaining the hashtag? I'm gonna kill myself in Minecraft. No one is accusing her that she isn't a ripoff of Silver. I'm so fucking confused. Design below is a document where all the references were given to the artist to design Cinder. None of them are of Silvervale. Cinder's bangs are based off my hair IRL. My design was finished, and I've never held changing my original design from a Sakura Wolf to a Hellhound against Silver. I was thankful for it, since Cinder was a much better idea than what I had before, and it was what led me to calling her an inspiration soon after this. Referencing Silvervale: when my character design was finished, I then needed to get stream assets. Red and I looked over all of the popular VTubers credits at the time to find artists we liked who we could work with. That included Silvervale's. There's a handful of things that I referenced from Silver throughout the years that aren't included in this document, such as emotes and 3D models. We liked Silver's chibi art on her Twitch panel and her stream alerts. Red messaged the same artist and made hers for exactly those things, citing Silver as a reference. He got to know this artist and they became our friend. They were the only artists in the VTubing space we really knew at the start of 2021 and happened to be mutuals with Silvervale. Oh yeah, he likes to make friends with a lot of artists that are mutual with Silvervale, I guess. Fan art of Silvervale. After I had a character design, I had planned to draw a series of fan artwork of myself with different VTubers I liked, looked up to, or were an inspiration to me in some way, and post them using my hashtag Cinderdoodle tag. I had 4 planned, started 3, but only ever finished 1. I chose to draw Silvervale first because I thought our designs looked the best next to each other. I was going to draw Fruit because she was an inspiration, a reference I used for my design, and Bao because she was one of my first inspiration to get into VTubing aside from Hololive. In my apology, I said that I was genuinely interested in pursuing a friendship with her and drew fan art of myself of us together. A horse trainer uniform? I didn't think of that. That could be fun, like a jockey. I posted a picture of the artwork I was working on and I drew it on paper, scanned it, then finished it on my tablet laptop. Working on some digital art for the first time on my new tablet. traditional art is my forte, but I'm getting the hang of drawing digitally. I'm making a bunch of drawings of myself with some of my favorite VTubers. Peep the back of my outfit.
I posted the finished art. I called Silver an inspiration because she inspired Cinder's creation. Without her rebranding into a Sakura wolf, Cinder wouldn't exist. I used hashtag Silvervale because I thought it was a cute way to put our names together that went with the art. Me saying maybe we'd be part of the same pack was about my ambition to be part of shoujo at the time, the big, new Western VTuber group. After it was posted, Silver's mom saw my art, liked it, retweeted it, and commented on it.
Okay, it's about that artwork. Alright, nice. Now we're getting into the meat of it.
This image is from the Wayback Machine, archived from the same date. Since this original tweet was deleted, I don't know why this would even have a snapshot in the Wayback Machine at all, or why the page is in German. I had under 5,000 followers at the time. The only reason I have this post linked to even find it on the Wayback Machine is because Silvervale did, and she showed it on her stream on April 30th, 2025.
I like that she just mentioned that the page is in German. So she's like hinting that it's Shy Lily? Is that what's going on? By the next morning, Silver Moms had deleted her comment and liked my tweet and unretweeted it. Red messaged our artist's mutual friend and told them what happened and asked if I did something wrong. I had no way of contacting Silver or her mom to ask them directly, so Red brought it up to them thinking they might know. They pointed out the hashtag Cindervale tag as the problem. I came from the cosplay community and I know what a ship tag is. VTubers have art tags, meme tags, general tags, and more. I did not intend for the tag I used to come across as a ship tag with someone I haven't even met, and it was stupid of me to not have even thought of it. I deleted the tweet right after and never used a Cindervale again. Yeah, but if she knew what a ship tag was, why did she use it? Red DMs with the artist. Okay, something weird just happened. Last night, Silvervale's mom retweeted and replied to Cinder's chibi art. Now the reply was deleted and the retweet is gone. Did she do something wrong? I'm not completely sure why you would ask me about it. That is such a fucking funny response from the artist. They're so real for this. They're so real for this. They're like, why are you asking me? Anyway, she says, but it might be because of the ship tag, perhaps. Like, I would feel uncomfortable myself if some VTubers that I don't know at all would create a ship tag of me and them, TBH, but I'm just assuming here. Sorry, I can't help. Oh, sorry, was just bringing it up for conversation. My bad. Bro, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, you were bringing this up for conversation? No, that's not a conversation. You literally asked her because you were wondering about that. That's not a conversation. Conversation is, how's your day? Do you like this movie? I don't know. I guess we didn't realize that about the ship tag thing. Sorry to bother you with that. It's no big deal. Don't worry. I was just surprised. Well, anyways, hope your day is going well. That you read, hope you too. Later that day, Silvervale messaged me directly and I completely understood where she was coming from. I made a mistake and I was so upset with myself that it was my first interaction with her. My DMs was Silver. Hi, I've been really busy the past week, so I didn't really have a chance to reach out, but I loved your art. I just had a little bit of concern with the forced ship tag. Just feel like it was a little off-putting and in bad taste considering we don't really know each other yet. I hope you understand. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't intend for it to come across that way. I sincerely apologize for upsetting you and I hope you can forgive me. I deleted the post earlier this afternoon after thinking about the tag like you said. I'll repost it in the future without it again. Again, I'm really sorry. I didn't want to start off on the wrong foot with you. Yes. Oh, the artist told her. Told me that you managed her and messaged her asking why my mom unretweeted it and that you deleted it after that. Thank you for understanding. That's really not starting on the right foot here. No problem, Silver. Thank you for reaching out. Red's DMs with the artist after I spoke to Silver. Oh my gosh, Silver ended up messaging Sinder. Yeah, I talked a bit with her and I'm glad the two could figure it out. You didn't need to do that, but I really appreciate you're awesome. I was really sweating bullets and they're still really worried about it. I told her I think it's going to be alright. She's just upset that this is the first impression Silver has of her. Anyway, it's okay, don't worry. I'm sure it's fine. Cinder apologized and removed the post, so Silver is fine again. She was stressed about how to approach too, so you see, we all just humans after all. I'm glad everything was cleared up. It's not that bad after, I mean, Silvervale reached out to her. She could have just not reached out. Yeah, it seems like a genuine mistake. And they talked it out, which is what matters. Thank you for reaching out to her. I think you helped out both parties with the situation. Yeah, and I think the artist did well too. I'm glad I could help. I'm sure it wasn't Cinder's intention, so I wouldn't want Silver to think of you in a bad way or anything. I reposted my artwork and rewrote part of my tweet. Silver's fan art was the only one I ever did because I felt anxious and discouraged by how the situation played out. Besides replying to her tweets, this was my last and only interaction with Silvervale until late 2022. Almost 2 years later, people have used the fact I called Silver an inspiration in this tweet as an evidence for me copying her. Where? Again, where? And also, like, if some idiots are saying that, you shouldn't change your whole life because some people are saying stupid shit.
Sinder already sounding like a stalker, getting certain artists that has connections to Silver and obsessing over her mom removing a like.
Yeah, it's weird. Especially in hindsight with the other things that happened later, it's weird. If it was just that isolated event, fine, whatever. Since some people think that my demon design was a way to copy Silver's goddess design, and Red later made that comparison to Nano in their DMs, I wanted to show the timeline for it there. Nobody thinks that. Who thinks that? I haven't seen a single person say that. This was when I first brought the idea to Nano. The idea came from seeing Fruit's evil alternate design a year earlier in December of 2020, and I knew I wanted to have a similar design since then. Hi Nano, just plays a scab. I'm so excited for it. Also wanted to ask if you do character design at all. I mentioned having a new demon outfit design for Sinder and was curious if that's something you might want to work together on. I think it would be cool to have a model from you in the new and original designs, like 2 in 1. It's not urgent anymore, so I'm not sure when you'd like to start if you're still interested. Thank you for the skip, by the way. Feel kind of sad I'm not helping to pay it. And yes, I do character designs. I'm currently working on a commission, and I guess mid-December I'll be free. Don't feel bad, it's a gift for you because you've been so sweet. December would be perfect. I absolutely love your work and I'm so happy you'd be able to help me. How much do your character designs normally cost? I'd also really like to hang out and play a game with you sometimes if you want to. So this is Fruit, Silvervale and her goddess design for the first time. The idea came from seeing Fruit's evil alternate design, and I wanted to have a similar outfit since then. Okay. My demon design was started. I made a Google Drive folder with concepts I think would look nice for a demon design of Sinder. I included my current reference sheet for you to use. I have notes on each image with what I like about them. Please take your time and have fun with it. I look forward to seeing what ideas you come up with. Wow, this was really fast. These parts I like about you and some things I'd like to change. I played around the colors. I think I like the orange color scheme better, but the purple was really pretty. I just don't want this design to look too different. I did a quick edit in Peas to try and show you what direction I like to go in. I really want to keep the fire aspect of the design, like ears and tails. The original unused demon design was finished. It was later updated into a new model that debuted on 2023. My first model debut. I debuted my first model over a year after trying to get one. I was finally able to use it and show off my model by Nano, which was the third one she's ever made, but the first one she made after I had taught her by another artist to cut art layers correctly for Live 2D. I was harassed for allegedly copying everything about Silvervale. My model was also directly compared to her original L2D model, as I was looking too much alike. By Red's account, Silvervale was lurking in my chat sometime during my debut stream while he was modding. She was gifted sub while there, but never said anything. She never followed me on Twitch or Twitter and never acknowledged me after that. Silver was at Cinder's debut last year. Cinder started growing fast, and then not even a month later contacts you about getting a model from you herself, rushed for her birthday. But like I was saying before, Cinder debuted and Silver was there for like the first hour watching, never said anything. Then a few weeks later goes to you for a model after we got you training, lol, and your art had improved so much in such a small time. So, you know, they want to say that everything that they said was true, but the implications here are clear. They're like, we trained you, we paid for you to get, you know, your to learn how to L2D cut. They had Nanoless was small back then. She made like 3 models so far. They felt territorial about her, and now they're worried that Silvervale is encroaching on their territory. You know, not even a month later, contacts you about getting a model from you herself, rushed for her birthday. A few weeks later, goes to you for a model after we got you training, and your art had improved so much in such small time. Starting a few days after my debut, Silver started to advertise her big brand new model being worked on. Yoklesh and Sakura Tummy. Unfortunately, her model wasn't going to be ready for her birthday, so sometimes in July she decided to get a replacement model. She asked Nanoless just weeks after my debut. Nano was not a well-known artist back then. I was her third model she ever made. There you go. And I had her trained on how to cut her art for L2D. By 7:30, 2022, Nano already had Silver's model fully drawn. Red sent me this copy-pasted message from Silver in her server. I responded with great because we both knew that if Nano was making her a new model, I was going to be accused of copying her again. Copied post message. So I've said as many times on stream, my Sakura Goddess model won't be done for an undetermined amount of time due to the delay of my artist and the sheer complexity and detail in the model, but I still wanted something special and new for my birthday and anniversary and have some new eye candy for you all to enjoy. So there might be something new coming soon. Art looks pretty familiar. Okay, so you guys are the one that thinks she's copying you. The art looks pretty familiar comment. You guys almost glossed over that, but I caught it. Silver tweeted she was going to review plushie collection on stream. Plushie collection on stream. I replied with my plushie collection, hoping she'd see it. It was another thing we both had in common, and not that I was actually a VTuber, I was hopeful to be able to connect with her and move past the awkward fanart situation from 2021. She never did the stream. It could have been for any reason that she didn't, but looking back and seeing that my reply to her was the most liked one, it would have been seen. I feel like she had no reason other than not wanting to acknowledge or platform me in any way by going through these replies on her stream. Dismatch her behavior towards me going forward. Holy schizo. That's insane. Imagine if I developed a one-sided imaginary beef with every single VTuber that didn't reply to my tweets. Like when I send out these, a VTuber review model, a lot of them got a lot of likes. Imagine if I developed some kind of imaginary beef, like this laundry list of things because of that against these VTubers. Like, you guys would think I'm crazy. And you would be right about it. Like, this is just insane, taking this so personally. You touch some grass. It's really not that deep. I reposted my fan art for Silver's birthday, and she debuted her new model from Nanoless just a month and a half after mine. Even though I debuted my model from Nano before Silver, I was still accused of copying her and that I got a model from Nano because she did. Where's the accusation? Show us the accusations. TwitchCon 2022. I tweeted a meme during TwitchCon weekend a little while before going to Silvervale's meet and greet. I was planning to go to introduce myself to her directly since our last personal interaction was when I first made my fan art. This was an older inside joke between Red and I, and it wasn't a meme going around. Oh yeah, and then Silver posted a similar meme. At one of my impromptu meet and greets during TwitchCon, I had someone bold enough to confront me and ask me about copying Silvervale's model and artist. I had to clarify to them that she got her model from Nano after I did. I went to Silver meet and greet with Aru and Red. This was the first time I spoke with her directly since my DMs with her on Twitter at the start of 2021. I went to Silver's meet and greet with Aru and Red. This was the first time I spoke with her directly since my DMs with her on Twitter at the start of 2021. And like leaving this awkwardness, after an awkward moment, you shouldn't be silent. That's also like a bad move. She should have kept on interacting with her on Twitter so it wouldn't be so awkward, I think. While we were waiting in line right after the meet and greet, Aru suggested the idea of kinda and collab between us two and Silver. This is the image of us meeting Silver that Aru posted later that day. I did not make my own tweet about meeting Silver. Didn't she say that she wanted to do something with them and then Aru suggested it? Here was Silvervale's reply to our tweet. This was so adorable. It was amazing meeting you both, kind and girls. Alright, so clearly by that point, Silvervale doesn't have a grudge against Sinder. Then at TwitchCon in October, Sinder went to Silver meet and greet at the booth with Aru because I guess her and Silver are friends, just like to introduce herself. Holy shit, this is a lot. Aru wanted to ask Silver if the two of them and Sinder could do a Wolf Girl collab together. Aru asked and Sinder never heard anything else about it. I messaged Aru on my way home from TwitchCon if she was actually planning to ask Silvervale about the collab together, which she did. Were you still thinking about messaging Silver about a Wolf Girl chat? I'm not sure if she'd really want to, but I'd love to do more with you anyway. We should plan our spooky collab when we've recovered from this weekend. Yes, let me message and ask if that's okay. Yes, I agree. Let's plan something. We can wait a bit till you're still recovered, but if you had a daytime in mind, just let me know. My schedule is pretty open right now. I know I'm pooped from this weekend, but I want to do lots with my friends still. Sounds like she would be down to play games together once her schedule clears up. Sweet, just let me know. The screenshot of Aru's DM of Silver that she sent me, she never got back to Aru about this. Silver said here that a collab together would be a ton of fun. Hi, it was amazing seeing you too. I was wondering where you would be down to play some games off stream. Fat time, totally understandable if you're too busy too. Cinder and I were just talking about how fun it would be to have a canine night. Cinder was the hellhound that was with me at the meet and greet. That would be a ton of fun. I've been really busy lately with the con prep and stuff, but things have been calming down lately. Silver tweeted her own version of my meme a week after mine, before I was retroactively accused of copying her again. I replied to her tweet with my own. This was not a meme format going around. I don't own this format by any means, but the fact that she just so happened to do the same thing I did right after I went to her meet and greet without following me on Twitter and without ever acknowledging me was very off-putting. But wait, this was after they planned the collab. Way to ruin it. She said she was down, and then you do this? We have the same brain cell. So we made this meme. It was really an old joke. So it's not a meme going around. And then a week later, she posts the exact same thing. Silver does not follow Cinder, but she refused to acknowledge her or validate her in any way. But she did, so like, she's watching what she's doing. We're like, are you kidding? So she replied to it with her own tweet, just to be kind of like, I'm not the one copying her. A mutual friend introduced Silver and I directly in a Minecraft server we were both part of while I was streaming. They chose to take me around and introduce me to a lot of people, including Silver. I did not ask them to meet her. Outside of Silver's meet and greets at TwitchCon in 2022 and 2023, this was the only time we've spoken verbally and the only time we've interacted in a stream setting. On my stream, Silvervale was not streaming. And this was around the time the Minecraft server started, and they were both in it at the time. Blah blah blah, introduced them to each other, and Cinder was super nice like always, and Silver just gave like a dismissive hi and went on with what she was doing. Is that Lena? After becoming a VTuber myself, meeting her in person, being introduced by a mutual friend and playing the same Minecraft server for a while, another interest we had in common, and looking past the things she might have been doing towards me, I had built up the confidence to try reaching out. What was the things that she did towards you? What was the things that she posted, she copied your meme? She did not acknowledge you and validate you enough. That's the things you're holding up against her. The dismissive hi is the things that you're holding up against her. That is insane. I was able to DM her on Twitter because of my fan art situation. Otherwise, I would have had no way of contacting her. Her DMs are closed to people she doesn't follow, and I wasn't friends with her on Discord. I refrained from messaging her for almost 2 years because I didn't want it to be weird and embarrassing like our first interaction ended up being. I didn't ask her for a collab or try using her or try to profit off of her. I asked her if she just wanted to hang out in Minecraft off stream just to get to know each other over a game we both enjoyed. Silvervale never replied, and I never pushed or pressured her to. This is what I said in my apology. I tried reaching out some time ago to try to start a friendly conversation to change things and make things right, say hi to you at conventions and support your endeavors, but despite all that, I was still being eaten alive by my own doubts and fear of harassment. I was pressured by the community as a whole to try reaching out to collaborate since I got these messages so often comparing us, and I hope we could work something out. So we're back to her showing red screenshots. Cinder DM'd Silver on Twitter before asking to play Minecraft together since they were both really into it and was never answered, and they're not Discord friends. So remember that Silver messaged Cinder on Twitter about the first art piece. We were like, fuck it, and Cinder sent Silver a message like, do you want to play the Christmas update together? It doesn't need to be on stream. I'd love to get to know you. Never heard back. Oh, she does reply about a month later. Sorry I missed your message forever ago. I hope you had fun at TwitchCon. Message me letting me know you wanted to do a collab. I really prefer not to do collabs. It's nothing against you at all. I'm just more of a solo game streamer. I was really flattered that you were interested though. I'm always down if you want to message or anything though. I'm rarely on Twitter, so messaging on Discord works too if you prefer that. 2 days after messaging Silver and almost 2 months after TwitchCon, I thought about the collab with Silver and Aru and asked her if she ever heard from Silvervale about it. Aru never said anything about this again. I didn't ask about it again. It was okay with me that this never happened. Aru would later admit she never actually messages Silvervale like she said below. The first time the name Pyropop was ever brought up was from a viewer who suggested it since I didn't have a community name yet. I didn't want to choose a name at that point because I didn't have a mascot design yet. My chat really liked the name though. 2 months later, I revealed the finished design of my mascot and asked my chat for a name suggestion. Its placeholder name was Little Friend. One of the names suggested was Pyropup again, and my chat ultimately chose it. Okay, Pyropup. I messaged Nano about starting on some pose ideas for my first waifu cup when she was ready and available. And then here I rated Silvervale and she didn't acknowledge me by... This is really a problem with them. This is... You need to stop. You need to stop. This is the exact same thing you did to Shy Lily. I've rated Silver multiple times over the years, and every time she refused to say my name when for anyone else I've seen she would. This is totally normal behavior. After this raid, Red and I both separately messaged one of our friends about it. We confided in this friend about my situation with Silvervale and Spies at WeebCon 2023 a couple weeks before this, where they offered to try talking to Silver about me, and as far as we know they never did, and these weren't the only messages to them about Silvervale. Cinder's rated Silver multiple times. She's the only one that Silver won't say her name. And yeah, I forgot to mention, Cinder's rated Silver like 3 or 4 times with like fat raids, and Silver refuses to say Cinder on stream. She'll say thank you so much, welcome raiders, go follow her. I rated Silver tonight, she wouldn't say my name again. No way. It'll be okay, BB. How was the stream today? It was okay. Hope you guys had fun too. Cinder rated Silver again and got the same rushed response with no call out. She hates her. Cinder told me, what the fuck? 0 days without nonsense. Such lack of self-awareness. So like, I mean, they're already like kind of spreading this. Just had a call with Silver. I didn't ask her yet. I saw the message you deleted, by the way, I think, about asking Silver. I'll ask her when I think the time is right. It's been a bit since her and I called, so we were just catching up on life. No worries. Thank you for update, of course. One of my friends and I had a conversation about Silver leaving Vshoujo, which led me to... Okay, this was when she left. Yeah, so there was already problems with Vshoujo. So this was... When was Hogwarts then? Cinder, she really cares about the raid, man. I've also sent thousands of viewers to raid, and I haven't even stuck around to see if they acknowledge me or not. Like, I just send and I leave my desk. Yeah, so they're like, Silvervale didn't fucking acknowledge me by name when I raided her. I think she dislikes me. Time to shit talk Silvervale. One of my friends and I had a conversation about Silvervale leaving Vshoujo, which led me to open up to them about my experience with her. Okay, there are gaps in the screenshots where irrelevant things were being talked about. I also want to point out that the emote reaction to my message below about genuine friends wasn't there before, and this friend deleted at least one message of theirs from an unshown part of this conversation. Yeah, usually you are tired after a stream, but Cinder's keeping a spreadsheet. Cinder, did you hear the Vshoujo news? Yeah, we all screaming, bro. Not gonna lie, Silver was oversharing crazy shit for real though. Yeah, it's wild. I don't think blah blah and Silver would be the first to leave. Who left at the same time as Silver? It was Vey? I can't believe she said some people just aren't who you think they are. She was throwing so much shade and girl, I gagged. I'm pretty sure she hates me anyway, but that's another can of worms, hey. I'm so glad us and our friends are actually genuine friends. Anyway, that was too far gone. I'm pretty sure she hates me anyways, but that's another can of worms. I'm so glad us and our friends are actually genuine friends. Yeah, I always saw you comment and her never reply. Same. I love and appreciate you more than you will ever know. It's so much deeper than that. I just want to be friends with everybody. I love you and the rest of the group so much. Honestly, I feel like you and Lily get the most undeserved hate from anyone I know. You briefed. It started all because I drew fan art of her. Why would she get hated for that? And I wasn't even really a fan at the time. I just liked her teaming. It's a long story. The whole time I was at the airport with blah blah and Red and I was talking about it with her. I don't get why there's so much hate. Well, you just say that she did a ship tag and she didn't like it. It's not really hate. I interacted with censor names sometimes, but I know Silver hates me and probably this person by association, and I think this person too. The whole internet and most likely Silver think I copied her brand, design, and personality. Honestly, I think since her name just minds her own business for the most part, I don't ever see her interact with VTuber aside from another censored name. And I've been acting this whole time like I'm not a person with a personality. That's what I thought too. Bruh. It's just a whole series of misunderstandings that have nothing to do with Silver. Oh, you're so close to the truth here. It's kind of late, but I can tell you the full story sometimes. But basically, I had my ASMR channel for almost a whole year before Vshoujo. So she's like, sit your ass down, girl. Let me tell you the entire lore from the way I see it, my truth. This is the exact argument they say about Red, by the way. This is her truth, and this is how she's viewed the events. So she's not lying here. It's the same with the Lily hate. Like, for real, I don't get it at all. Y'all are so sweet. This is my ASMR character, Comfy Cherry Blossom. And I was going to make her a wolf girl because I've always loved favorite animal and Okami. So Red and I found an artist to actually design her, and then Vshoujo happened and Silver rebranded to a cherry blossom wolf girl. Like before, she was a sexy rave girl or something. I didn't watch her, I don't know. So Red suggested we change gears since I won't be able to stand out against her and I'd be compared to her all the time. So I took my Wolfgirl idea and did something completely different that I still loved and I still get shit on, but I made a fan art of me and Silver together because I thought we looked good together as opposites, and I made a mistake by saying she was an inspiration in the tweet. Like she was, but not in the way people use that as evidence for copying. I'm so tired. People got mad at that. Cinder was not derived from Silver. Bruh. Sin plus Cinder equals Cinder. It's a thematic and a pun. I wasn't gonna be Ember. What the fuck? They say our designs are the same, our names are the same. They even say Silver had the Nanoless model first. Nano can only make models because she literally had to be trained to do mine. And Silver was at my debut. Never said anything. Oh, how dare. How dare she just lurks, watches, and not follow and not say anything. I never understood why people would assume that, like, why would you be silly enough to spend thousands on copying a big streamer, then 2 months later debuts as nano model. Bruh. Somebody did that to me. I've tried a few times to reach out to her to make amends, but she wants nothing to do with me. I've rated her with a big stream a few times. She refuses to say my name. People say we're actually super similar and we would get along, but it'll never happen. When I said somebody did that to me, it was in reference to spite, although she was never discussed here. Dude, they are spiteful about spite? So hard. I'm not even that upset about it. It's just that, like, it's like a shadow over me all the time that unless I try to resolve it with her directly, it'll never go away. Like Bardat name and Lily, it's just a lot. Only read censored words and you little bit know about this. Bro, that's how I feel. I haven't told anyone else any of this in 2 years since I started. I'm gonna put a big doubt on that one. I'm gonna do a press X to doubt on that one. About people too, but yeah, all we can do is just move on. Yeah, yes, just move on. You should have taken that advice. You said yes here, but you didn't. You kept the spreadsheet. Regardless, I'm sorry this happened. It's like so stupid. I hope you and all of your friends, I have you and all of our friends. That's all I need. How grudges and shit happens over nothing. Thank you for opening up with me. I love you. I like how they were doing the highlight thing. What are they gonna do? They're gonna be like, yeah, my friend said this. What are they gonna use this highlighted part for, you guys think? I'm pretty sure Silver is working with Novel Horizons on a figure. I'm trying to announce mine before I think she'll announce hers, just so I don't have to deal with everyone thinking I copied her again. Oh god, do it quick. It's an odd way of saying things. She doesn't even say it like, yeah, and crap. And today I just learned that, like, I also have a figurine with Novel Horizon, and I know Silver's work, and I learned that Silver's working on one. And I just hope that my figurine will come out first, as to stop the comparisons. Do you think I should release mine first? Like, it's not even like that. It's like it's all fucking planned. It's all calculated. I'm pretty sure Silver is working with Novel Horizon on a figure. I'm trying to announce mine before I think she'll announce hers, just so I don't have to deal with anyone thinking I copied her again. God forbid 2 VTubers use the same merch company. I told Nano I was trying to get her the okay to work on my waifu cup art on stream so it'd be easier for her, and I told her how much it meant to me to have the first waifu cup with her artwork on it. I told Nano I was trying to get her the okay to work on my waifu cup art on stream so it'd be easier for her, and I told her how much it meant to me to have the first waifu cup with her artwork on it. Nano, I hope you're having a good weekend. The starting screen arts you made for me are so nice. I love them. I've been trying to see if it'll be okay for you to work on my gamer subs art on stream to make things easier on you. They might be able to have that art on a big banner for Anime Expo if it's done soon. I can't wait to have the first Nano cup. It's so special to me. Oh shit, you on a banner? Yeah, let me work on stream would be help a lot. But if not possible, it's okay, I'll manage. I want to make things as easy as possible for you. And maybe if you don't want to stream collabs yet, we can hang out while we work if you want some no stream. I would love to actually, like, get used first. Maybe we actually hate each other. No, don't say that. I could never. I'm sure about that, but that would be hilarious. Red asked about Nano's project, about when Silver contacted her about her model made in 2022 and encouraged her to set aside time for her own content. After the GG 2.0 demon and edits will give you a break to focus on yourself for a while. Do you still have a lot of other projects to do right now other than Cinder? Thank you, I need some break. Currently only working on this person. Silver seems to want another model. Like brand new? Yep, she didn't reply to the model specification, so I'm just taking this as a chance to be free. Nano, you don't need to answer, but I'm just curious. When did Silver contact you about making her first model? Also, I feel like you should take until at least July to focus on you and your streams. Nano deserves Nano time too. Wow, you are not subtle at all. You are so not subtle. Wow, you don't need to answer, but like, just curious, when did Silver contact you about making her first model? And by the way, you work so hard. You work so hard. I think you should at least take until July off to focus on yourself. It's crazy. And Nano says it was like 2 weeks before her birthday. And then he's like, eesh, like he's doing that emote. Okay. At this point, I might just stick to Sinder, this person, and this person. Silver is not very responsive to me. That's surprising. What the fuck? We love working with you, not just for your art. She's like, oh, that's so sweet of you. Been having fun with streaming lately. Hope I can keep up. You've been doing really good. Whenever I see you on, I lurk for a little while, lol. Cinder still really wants to collab with you. Maybe we can set up a drawing stream where you both draw VTubers in paint with like a 5-minute timer or something. Yeah, now that he sees that like Silvervale, oh no, she's lurking around their territory. Nano, spot, back. Then suddenly he's suggesting the collab with Sinder. And look how much we're gonna do for you.
I asked Nano about when she made Silver's first model from her because we grew suspicious of if it had anything to do with Sinder and her debut about a couple months earlier. The few things that happened with Silver by this point in time made us believe she had a problem with Sinder. Silver had worked with Nano before, but she wasn't known for making models in summer of 2022. Nano had only done 3 models at that time, including Cinder's. Sinder debuted on June 25, 2022, and since I was modding the chat, I saw Silvervale lurking at the start of the stream for a little while when Sinder was introducing herself. I have no proof since I didn't think I'd ever need a screenshot of it, but I've been present modding in 99% of Cinder's streams ever. Since Sinder came out with her design in 2021, she was always compared and harassed about being a copy of Silvervale. There was only one direct interaction between Silver and Sinder before her debut when she made fan art of them together. There was only one direct interaction between Silver and Sinder before her debut when she made fan art of them together. We had also been working with a mutual artist friend of Silver's for a lot of that time, who was first drawing Cinder's model before it fell through. Silver knew who Sinder was, and Sinder was gaining popularity right off the bat. If Silver believed Sinder was ripping her off, then upstaging her with a new model by the same artist right after her debut would be a great way to do it. After Silver's debut in August, Sinder was harassed that she copied Silver's model too. Being a much smaller creator than her at the time, people didn't realize Sinder actually debuted first.
There's so much projection in this. So basically, yeah, it's funny. Nano literally just says that Silver's not very responsive to me, and Red just throws in there, that's surprising. We love working with you, not just for your art. What does that have anything to do with what she said? He could have just said, oh, that's surprising. I always try to respond as fast as possible to my artists just so we can move the project along or something. Or does she not have a manager? You know, things like, I don't know, a normal response that's not disjointed from whatever Nano said. That was so fucking weird. I thank Nano for the waifu cup artwork she made for me, and her scale figure was announced. Red talked to Nano about the situation with my first waifu cup, which led to me to revealing our experience with Silvervale over the past 2 years. Oh, okay, so this is when Red talks to Nano and explains to her that they need to rush the waifu cup because Gamers is apparently prioritizing Silvervale over Sinder, and they want to even the ground out. Red talked to Nano about the situation. My first waifu cup, which led me to believe, okay, that's when she talks about it. She talks Nano. Before this, I was told that Silvervale had her own waifu cup with Nano's artwork on it that was already far into production. I was very excited and proud to have the first cup with Nano's art, and all of a sudden that wasn't going to be the case. Oh no! Not only that, but if my cup was going to be released after Silver's, I would have been harassed for copying her again. Red says, I did not lie to Nano about anything I said in this conversation. I would have had no reason to. Everything I said, I was as genuinely thought and experienced speaking to a friend I trusted. Bro, you are shadow boxing. You're literally the best. The cup might be coming out a lot sooner than we were planning because of conflicts with another release. Oh no, what a disaster. Yeah, there's another creator things coming and we wanted to make sure Cinders was released ASAP. Damn, do you know when it is? Not exactly, that's why we're rushing. Pretty hype, having my heart on a GG cup. Wanting to hear back about moving the release date up though. Yeah, we're super excited to be the first with your art. Had to move it up to make sure we have the first nano cup. Gonna be big. It's the second time he repeats that he's got to move it up. He's like foaming at the mouth, waiting for her. Please, Nano, please take the bait. Please ask me about it. Please ask me about it. I'm dying to tell you all about it. I'm so excited. Let me know if you get dates. I was supposed to be towards the end of June. We're waiting on confirmation, but it could be within the next couple weeks. Let's go. The other thing with your art could be coming out soon. We're going Sonic Speed on this bitch. Other thing, but they still want the art at AX probably without cups being on sale. Okay. Wait a minute. I thought you would have been told. Oh yeah, this is the conversation where he pretends he has good news and then suddenly it turns like very grim. Yeah, they gotta be the first nano cup. I thought you would have been told. Okay, so I'm probably not supposed to say anything, but you gotta keep this between us. Of course, no leaks. I'm leaking excitement. No, you can't even do that, or I'll have to send a gorilla that beat me up that one time to your house. Okay, I'm clogged. Okay, so Sinder has been super excited about having the first cup of your art, like super big deal with the cool double-sided two-color effect. She's such a cutie, oh my god. She was talking to Redacted Name today about upcoming cups from other creators just because she was curious, and Redacted Name was teasing a few to her. And he mentioned a new kind of cup he pitched to the head at Gamer Subs, and they agreed after seeing a certain piece of art. The new cup, instead of the normal transparent waifu cup, is a full body color art piece. I don't know how the cup will end up looking though. Okay, and this is top secret. You can't say anything to anyone, not even Redacted Name, because technically this was between him and Cinder and I shouldn't even know about it, but I'm the manager. Nano's super excited. She's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And he's like, and I thought you knew. And then Nano's like, me, GG people were very interested on my work. Maybe it was foreshadowing. There's some redacted messages here. This new full body art cup. Oh no, sorry, it was spoilered. This new full body color art cup is silver and is basically at the same part of production as Cinder. Okay, so wait, this is the second time. I just noticed this. This is the second time. He does that a lot. He spoilers the stuff that he doesn't want to leak. Nanoless was right. Didn't they make an argument about the spoiling stuff in the breakdown? He like tried to downplay it, but he does that whenever he's shit-talking people. This new full body color art cup is of silver and is basically at the same part of production as Cinder, and it has your art. What Redacted told Cinder is that it was something you drew for silver for, I don't know, redacted words, and it was never used, so she's reusing it here after Redacted pitched the idea to make it so Cinder starts panicking about it. We have no clue when they plan on releasing that cup, but it's before Cinder, and it won't be the first nano cup. Damn, the atmosphere in these DMs just changed drastically here. What a downer. What a downer. Dude, just a few seconds ago, Nano is screaming. She's so happy. She's freaking out. And then it's not even good news. He just tells her that the new full body color art cup of silver is basically the same part of production as Cinder, and it has Nano's art. Tom, tom, tom. It's not gonna be the first nano cup. Oh my god. We have no clue when they plan on releasing that cup, but it's before Cinder, and it won't be the first nano cup. And not only that, but Cinder said the hand with the heart position are really similar. Oh my god. What are we gonna do, chat? Which isn't your fault, since you didn't know anything about this. And if Cinder's cup were to release after hers, then it would just be more fuel to the ongoing drama between them, and Cinder will get more hate about it. Plus hers is a brand new full art color cup, while Cinder would have a normal waifu cup, and it would be overshadowed in comparison. Not that worst case scenario, you guys. Okay, Redacted continues. So, Name was doing overtime coordinated word to try and work out an emergency plan to get Cinder's cup out ASAP. An emergency plan. We got panic at the office, guys. There's just a lot of unspoken drama between Cinder and Silver. This part was spoiler too, by the way. Only me and a couple other people know everything. It was important we get Cinder's out before her. Nano's like, she has drama with Silver. There's just been a lot of misunderstanding and coincidence. The internet thinks Cinder copied everything about Silver, and it's basically confirmed that Silver doesn't like Cinder. It's basically confirmed! It's basically confirmed, he says. That's in your head, yeah, maybe. It was confirmed in a delusion. It came to me in a dream. It was confirmed that Silver doesn't like Cinder because of it. I know, I love how they just crushed any happy feelings. Nano, back, pad. I can't. It's these DMs are insane. It's kind of sad my baby is not getting really well together, not gonna lie. See, she wants them to get along. Yeah, stop the production line and we must get Cinder's nano cup made first. Cinder's rated Silver multiple times and she's the only one that Silver won't say her name. Silver was at Cinder's debut last year and Cinder started growing fast, and then not even a month later contacts you about getting a model from you yourself rushed for her birthday. There's more instances like that, but Silver refuses to follow, acknowledge, or interact with Cinder at all because it's assumed that Cinder copied her. It sucks because she didn't. Ironically, Cinder is only Cinder because of Silver, but not because she copied her. The complete opposite. History lesson time. Before Cinder was Cinder, she was Tachi with an ASMR channel, which she still does sometimes. Dallas Blue, welcome to the cute squad. Welcome. Silver didn't like Cinder and how she would respond to Cinder's raid is in the past experience we had to infer that Lily's reaction to her raids, along with other behavior, signaled she had a problem with Cinder. Oh yeah, I've seen that, the pink OC. Yeah, she's always loved Wall, she's always loved the cherry blossom. We wrote lore for it and everything. It was like October 2020. We were waiting to start on it with blah blah blah. We couldn't start with her until December. And we should debut it. And Silver rebranded as a Cherry Blossom Wolf Girl. So to avoid copying her, so we could stand out, we did the opposite of that design because of Cinder love of metal. Okay, we read this. I'm just gonna skip this because we read this already. Oh shit, this is so tense. I like Nano's commentary. Oh shit, this is so tense. And some people think that Cinder's and Silver's sounding similar, or the design looking somewhat alike as Wolf Girls, or Cinder's model art and Silver's original 2D model looking alike, or the fact that they're both super similar personalities and have similar sounding laughs must mean that Cinder copied everything. Then she's like, maybe Silver doesn't talk to me too much because of Cinder. I mean, I'm not blaming Cinder, don't worry. I don't know, I wouldn't think that's the case because she's worked with you for a long time before Cinder. You've done a lot of art of her. Yes, this is kind of sad though. I think Cinder and Silver could be like sisters. Anyway, Red says, I'm just wondering if she asked you for a new model because she caught wind of Cinder's upcoming debut and wants to one-up her. Projection. Objection, Your Honor. Projection. Literally, they are so alike. Like, their personalities, their opposite designs, they fit so well together. Cinder just feels like she's always in Silver's shadow because that's what people think. Nano. Tell me this wouldn't work. Dude, but like going back to the gamer sub thing, if Silver releases her new impressive cup first, it's just going to overshadow Cinder's, plus she took the first Nano Art Cup title, and since the poses are similar, people would say she's copying again. I feel just like Cinder with redacted name, probably spite. People use still compare us a lot. Oh, no, sorry. I feel like this is another rigor. I feel just like Cinder with redacted name. People use still compare us a lot, and I feel I'm always in the shadow. She's talking about an artist or a rigger. I don't know. And then Red says, oh, and plus we didn't even give redacted name Silver as a design reference. We gave her, I don't know, maybe fruit. I completely understand that. I actually like both of your art for a long time. I've always thought of you as the bigger artist. Thank you. What the fuck? Damn, like, you can't tell me that this is better than this. God artist, Nano. Let me show you the cup arts. This is also spoilered. If Silver's cup come out first, wow, Cinder even copied Silver's cup art and artist, and it's not even in color. Oh shit, they do be similar. What have I done? So, at least if Cinder's cup come out first, that we're trying to do, then Silver will be copying Cinder, but it won't matter, and no one will say that because she's massive and the full body colored art will take the attention away from it anyway. This kind of reminds me of when he was saying like, oh, but Bao is a big VTuber, she'll find somebody else, she'll be fine, don't worry. But like I said, both Cinder and Silver are at the same point in production, so they could launch this as soon as us, but we don't know. If it wasn't so urgent, I could make a new art for the special cup. Nah, it's okay, Nano. We really love the art you made. Maybe if they wanted another cup, we can always do a double-sided full body color artwork with 2.0 and Demon or something. Who knows? But yeah, I really like Silver. With Silver could make up with Cinder. That's more drama that happened over the past couple years, but it's all from Silver's side. It really isn't. It's really all from your side and in your head. They'd go so well together. They would do so good together. That's a big L. Big L for real. I hope Cinder Cup comes first though. I know the sad feeling. What do you mean, like Cinder to Silver? Like talk and have things sorted out before just ignoring and all? I don't think Silver is willing to. So Cinder DM'd Silver on Twitter before asking to play Minecraft together since they were both really into it and was never answered. And they're not Discord friends. Okay, let me explain that their first interaction. Oh wait, it's late for you. You should sleep. Don't worry, I love gossips. Nano, isn't it 2 or 3 a.m. for you? I believe it was the MSP Mine server, but I'm very into it. Okay, so this is the ship, how he explains to her the ship thing. She planned to do her and redacted words drinking tea, about splashing water on her head and her getting upset. And I like that he's like setting up the story, you know, he's giving so much context so the rest can be absorbed better. That's cute, I remember that art actually, but she never ended up doing it anymore. So only the silver one exists, and no one knows about the other ones, so in isolation it seems like she only ever meant to draw this one from Silver. The problem is that in the tweet Cinder said you're such an inspiration, when in reality Silver was an inspiration for the design by not wanting to be a cherry blossom wolf, but not by her streams or inside jokes or personality or anything, because Cinder didn't watch Silver. Yeah, it's the exact same talking point that she says. So people look at this one fan art Cinder ever did and the fact she said she's an inspiration to point to them having similar names, designs, and on-stream personas. But that's not all the drama with this post. Cinder tweeted the same thing a few days before, but there was also a hashtag, Silvervale. You know, because it's cute art, there wasn't malicious intent and weird feelings behind it. Mamaville retweeted the original post and unretweeted it, and we were like, what happened? At the time, we were working with Yoclash on Cinder's alerts and panel art. We knew Yoclash was friends with Silver, so we asked her if there was a problem. That was those DMs where Yoclash was like, I don't understand why you're asking me, but I think it might have been the ship tag. And Yoclash said that Silver was really off-put by that hashtag Cindervale and that she was going to message Cinder. Silver messages Cinder asking her to take it down, and she did it without any problem. Cinder was really broken up about it because she didn't want to get off on the wrong foot with Silver, being one of the biggest VTubers at the time. Also, because we were redesigning her into Cinder, I've always pushed for them to interact because their designs go so well together. So she took the tweet and reposted the one I sent you. Silver and Mamaville commented, and that was it. Silver never followed Cinder, but I mean, at the time, Cinder was just a reference sheet. So their very first interaction is for the ship art and, you know, her saying, oh, I don't feel too comfortable with it. Then they meet at the meet and greet. Everything seems well. Then she makes Aru ask for a collab on her behalf. And then she asks Aru again if she spoke. They ask you, they talk to Yoclash about her. They basically talk to everybody but Silver. And then she DMs Silver directly, and then she's like, "Oh, sorry, I just saw this. I don't really want to collab, but you can message me anytime." Okay, now he says, now we're on the model chapter. And Nano's like, man, still pretty mean from Silver's side, dude. Also, Cinder did art class. It explained why her eye for art's really good. Between these screenshots, Red Nano told the story about the long process of getting my first model, but it's not relevant to show here. He got us with redacted name, and then you know the rest. With the rigging, teaching, you know how to make models and cutting. The swimsuit, Cinder's debut last year, so Cinder was likely wouldn't have debuted a lot sooner, but the model kept everything on hold. We should have never got tied up with redacted name. But in the end, we're super happy that she ended up being Cinder's artist. Oh yeah, I remember this part. Okay, this is not really relevant. Like I was saying before, Cinder debuted and Silver was there for like the first hour, watching, never said anything. Then, a few weeks later, goes to you for a model after we got you training, lol. And your art had improved so much in such a small time. Even when Cinder debuted, people were saying she looked like Silver, sounded like Silver, acted like Silver. The name is like Silver. People say these two look alike. Oh my god, there was even a meme that we made last fall that was an inside joke between Cinder and I. Hold on. Oh wait, so we made this meme. This was really an old joke between us. And a week later on the 16th, she does this, the exact same thing. Silver does not follow Cinder. Silver does not follow Cinder because she refuses to acknowledge her or validate her in any way. Yeah, he's like, Nano, place. because but she did this. So like, she's watching what she's doing. And we're like, are you kidding? So she replied to it with her own tweet, just to kind of be like, I'm not the one copying her. And this was around the time the Minecraft server started. Then at TwitchCon in October, Cinder went to Silver's meet and greet at the Vshoujo booth with Aru, because I guess her and Silver are friends, just to like introduce herself. Aru wanted to ask Silver if the two of them and Cinder could do a Wolf Girl collab together. I've heard some issues about redacted words. Aru asked, and Cinder never heard anything else about it. Blah blah is really nice, but their management is really difficult to go through. Also, I don't know, redacted name had an issue with redacted too. We haven't worked with redacted at all, so I don't know. These two gossip more than high school girls, by the way. We wanted an art piece from her for the 2.0 debut in September, but we don't know if she's able to. Okay, back to the lore. Minecraft died in November, but there was a Christmas update coming out in December. So, remember that Silver messaged Cinder on Twitter about the first art piece? We were like, fuck it. And Cinder sent Silver a message like, do you want to play the Christmas update together? It doesn't need to be on stream. I'd love to get to know you. Never heard back. And after Cinder, she ended up replying. Oh, this is in October. I think Silvervale ends up replying to that message, but like 15 days after this discussion that he has with Nano. I'd have to verify the dates. And after Cinder, she recently got with Gamersub and has probably been racing to get her super special full art cup out. And has probably been racing. That's you. That's you, redacted. There's no way Silver was racing to rush her art before Cinder. Probably not related to Cinder, but I'd say after Shy Lily, Cinder's next biggest VTuber. Cinder's their next biggest VTuber, or was before Silver. I don't know how much she does for them. I actually got surprised when Silver went to Gamersub. Yeah, isn't the other one bigger? She got redacted name launched, her shaker, then left. I think so. I wouldn't be surprised that if Silver's came out soon, they'll also want that art on the EX booth. I mean, I don't mind if they advertise Cinder and Silver together. They'll just make Silver mad. Literally, if you advertise them together, you'll get twice the sales. At least we got self-confirmation. Cinder will be on the booth, which is awesome. And she's like, I'll advise the cup Cinder versus Cinder. And I'm joking. And when you told me she asked you about doing a new model, I wonder if it's because Cinder posted 2 or 3 teasers for her new model on Twitter, and Silver stalks her page and saw it and thought she had to beat her to it. Or at least take up your time so we wouldn't be able to do that with... Dude, they have this pattern. They did this with Spite, and now they're doing this with Shy Lily. They're the ones stalking Silver. This is all on unfounded claims. Imagine going that far, taking actions on unfounded claims on the vibe you're getting. I do not understand people like that. Like, honestly, it would benefit them both, but Silver seems like she has too much of an ego. She never gives Cinder public validation as long as she believes Cinder is a copy. Now listen, I don't want you to think we're telling you not to work with her. Oh, well, you said the magic word, so I guess that's not what he's saying. I mean, if he says it there, he gets to wash his hand clean from everything. He has no responsibility here. At this point, Cinder should just give up on that and keep walking. I love how they highlighted that part too. They're so fucking cringe, guys. I can't. She's a big customer. True and real. It's just hard because it's hard for the public to separate the two. Alright. Cinder just trying to be nice and Silver is hating her. Lol. Yes, exactly. Oh, I think they're talking about Shy Lily and Vey here. Redacted name had beef with redacted... name debuted last year because she said on stream she was ripping off her voice, something like, why watch a rip-off when you have the original, or something, and like redacted just ignored it because she didn't want any fights. And I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but now they're fine and they interact on Twitter. Oh, okay. But they're inseparable because people always associate them together from that, like Silver and Cinder. Wow, I never thought it was something. I just called it the voice meta. And the names being so similar doesn't help us either. Yeah, cute accents always do well. Change Cinder to Tinder. Actually, just by Tinder could VTuber become dating app. So like, we're not saying to stop. So like, we're not saying to stop working with Silver, but like, we'll always have plenty work for you if you're willing to take it. I've been told that everything in a sentence that comes before but needs to be disregarded. We really appreciate everything you do for us, and Cinder really wants to get closer with you. Now back with the sentimentality. We care about you. We have your best interest in mind, not just as a business relationship, is what he's insinuating here, but as a person. She's just learning to be more social. That's a cute statement. Also, oh shit, my ass. Yeah, and also read in Cinder, Nano is not manipulated. And also them, Nano, place. place? You moved? She's so fucking spoiled, man. Yeah, we trained you, Nano. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, Tinder's rated silver like 3 or 4 times with like fat raids on stream. She'll say, thank you so much, welcome raiders, go follow her. Every single other raid, she'll call them their name. Then Nano's like, wow, she can't even hide it. Like she must, so at this point, Nanoless is like, damn, she can't even hide it, like her hate. Like Silver can't even hide her hate from Cinder. That's how much she hates her. Yeah, they are reading a lot of stuff that was already covered. But I'm reading it again because these DMs look so unhinged. Yeah, this is all. Yes, this is exactly what they said about Shylily. It's wild.
Anyone think it's suspicious that she dropped this doc and started streaming right as TwitchCon started? You know, while every other streamer is busy.
A few people have pointed this out. I didn't think they did it on purpose until I read that part where they point out that they believe that Bao and Shylily dropped these documents at 2 a.m. Because she was sleeping at the time, and that they did it on purpose so she wouldn't be able to answer in time, and they made like a whole like bit about it. So I think this is their retaliation. Now I think this is their retaliation. Before I wasn't thinking too much of it. But I mean, if you're gonna do a call-out post, dropping it at 2 a.m. is not like it's not a good time to drop it. Most people are sleeping and there's gonna be less eyes on it. So I don't know. They're being dumb. Yeah, in their case, every accusation is an admission. That's for show. By the way, about Silver's model, it's not her that came to me, it was me. Oh, I wanted to ask her if she wanted a better model since that one was kind of made in a rush. But not gonna lie. See, like, Nanoless asked Silvervale for the new model. She wanted to do it for her. And now, after speaking with Fred, now she's saying, but not gonna lie, I regret asking it because I'm not sure I'm up for more model work. And all this talk makes me feel sus. She didn't give me a proper reply about the model yet anyway. Like, she's listing all these excuses. But it's really because Red, you know, made her go back to her place. Shock, Nano. Shock, shock, shock. And then they're gonna highlight the fact that she said that she has much more model work, and they're gonna be like, see, she was busy. Oh, okay, no worries, Nano. I'd rather it be you asking her than her asking you, lol. Oh my god, I found it. This was a reply to one of Cinder's tweets last week. Yeah, I just wanted to say that so it's less weird. It's still on the bag though. She was already regretting it due to not being up for more model work. See, even Red is lying. Like, you know how they say that how the text doesn't fit the screenshots? Your text doesn't fit the screenshot. He's saying that Nano clarified to me that she was the one who went to Silver about a new model when she told me about it on 5/4/2023, but was already regretting it due to not being up for more model work. Nano taking on more models than she could handle will continue to happen over the next couple of years. Yo, Red, the screenshot's right here. Why don't you repeat what has actually been said? Nano clarifies that it was her who went to Silver and not the other way around, but then adds that she regrets asking now because she's not sure she's up for it for more model work, and all of this talk made her feel sus about it. And she didn't give her a proper reply about the model yet anyway. Oh, I wonder who's that about. It's just been crazy, Nano, and that's why we're rushing the cup, lol. Welcome to the inner circle. Only a few other people know the Silvervale's drama. A few from my community knows the tale. Nano, it's 5 a.m. for you, and you're about to tell me about a bad butt history. Okay. And then she's like, thank you for the explanation, was a ride. And he's like, it's nice to have you on the same page with everything. Thank God. I caught you up with all the silver slander. So now she can be on the same page as them. Especially since I don't think this is going away soon. I appreciate you staying up to listen. Gonna have my Cinder figure and my Nano figure right next to each other. And the silver figure will be the box in the closet. Okay. And they were calling Shylily Betty, by the way. I know it's kind of a different situation, but it would feel similar to me, and so it pains me a lot. That's what Nano said. Oh, yeah. There you go. And Redacted here says, was this person ever mean to you? So clearly, he believes that Silver, and he's insinuating here, that Silver was mean to Cinder. And then Nano's like, no, that's why I say it's a bit different. Oh, yeah. Redacted name was nice when Cinder worked with them. They actually rated today.
Hey, Rima.
Also, we can't really say anything about Spite because people will say, well, you copied Silver, didn't you? And the way they act about Spite, they're projecting that onto Silver. But that's how you guys think. But I kind of thought about it, so we're stuck on both sides, lol. The plot twist, it's Cinder becomes the Two-Face too, but on spite. Cinder was literally designed to not copy Silver, and the cycle never ends. Lol, Spite actually came into Cinder's chat last year when she was growing really fast and introduced herself, cheered 15,000 bits too. Aw. Then like a month later unfollowed her on Twitter and started taking her ideas, Cinder ideas, like the flames. And then the next morning, Cinder then messages Nano. Red told me he was talking to you about the full story, Lamau. I haven't really told anyone else about this except this person and this person last month, and then of course this person yesterday. That's already 3 people that have been spreading the Silvervale story to, according to Cinder. It's just been eating me alive since I released my design. I can't escape. Been living with this for so long without anyone knowing the truth, but I also didn't want to say anything or tell anyone because I hate drama and I just want everyone to be nice and happy. I also didn't want to tell you about the cup art being similar because I don't want you to feel bad or blame yourself for anything, but I'm glad and relieved you understand now. I'm so thankful for you and I want to get to know you more than just a business partner and have fun together and play games, but when you're ready to. I know you're gonna have so much fun. It do be a lot. I just feel sad because I know how the being someone's shadow eats your sanity. It's time to be strong and forget about Silver. You're already so big you don't need any validation from her. Damn, should I follow this advice? Also, the redacted name stuff was very shocking. And yeah, the cup art is such a sad coincidence. I didn't know any of this. It's okay, I'm gonna keep celebrating all the cool stuff I get to do and have fun with my friends. The lore, Lamau. I never read that much text in so long. I'm very cultured. Thankfully it worked out this way because I wouldn't want to work with anybody else. I think the same. I modeled a lot working on your first model, but it was all worth it. I'm so happy it helped you improve so much. And it will be so good. I'm so hyped for your debut. By the way, Red showed me you're having the figure of my design. Aiku, my dream was to have a figure of my art and it ended up I got 2. I'm gonna cry. They're showing off the figurine. Yada yada. Good Smile didn't even want Silver. Oop. Some shade thrown on Silver there. Then Nano's like, stop talking about Silver. Lamau, I'm kidding. Good Smile's just really picky about who they work with. Damn. Yeah, I bet. Maybe one day though. You never know what can happen, right? For me, just having my own figure of novel is a huge deal. I can die in peace. I'm so proud of you, Nano. You're doing amazing things. When Nano suggested I have a Good Smile make my demon figure, I said they didn't even want Silver, which is something I heard from another friend. Good Smile is very hard to get to work with. She was a much larger creator than me at the time, so I thought my chances of working with them were even smaller. I chose to keep this in, and I'm pointing this out because it's the only time I said anything mean about Silver in any of my DMs with anyone. You don't need to say anything mean about her if you just point her as a mean, talk about her as if she's a mean person. I love how she's like, I told X and X and X, but I hate drama. Yeah. Mod number 1. I had a Discord and Twitch moderator application open, and one of Silver's mods applied. They were chosen because of their experience modding for another large VTuber. I'll refer to them as mod number 1. Okay, that's already weird. There's a pattern here where they love grabbing mutuals that know Silver. Reached out to 6 applicants. 5 responded saying they're still interested. Waiting to hear from 1. All 6 are still interested. I'm gonna be onboarding them as mods. Like, do they need training? They all have experience and mod for other VTuber servers already. Discord and Twitch mods for Silver. I have another couple maybe you didn't reach out to, but only if you need more. I asked Nano to record some voice lines for my lore video or my upcoming debut, and I asked a lot of my friends to participate. A couple of lines I gave them were in reference to the comments I go about Silvervale. I need you to insult me. There's a part in the video where I'm overcome by negative thoughts, and I figured it would be fun to get my friends involved to be the voices in my head. My head, kind of like hate comments. I have some examples if you want them, Lamau. That's what triggers the demon transformation. Sounds like an easy job. Here's a whole list I came up with. You can choose from here and come up with your own. You'll never be good enough. That's a stupid idea. She's boring. You're just a copy. This is what she calls music. You should stop trying. Try being original for once. What a joke. Fuck you, you suck. Boo, you stink. Who let her cook? You'll never be who you want to be. Whatever. Okay. I messaged Nano to tell her we needed to change the artwork on one side of my waifu cup because it was too similar to Silver's. Nano, I have to give you a heads up. GamerSub needs us to change the orange art. Is it because of the pose issue? I was just in a call with them to discuss my cup when my cup was being released. along with the artwork similarities between mine and Silver Cups, and since her cup has been in development since December, plus the issue with them potentially releasing so close together, they suggested we change the pose with a new piece of artwork before the end of this week. So do you think you'd have time to do that? They said they'd pay you an expedited fee on top of the commission price, and we can still use the first artwork. I could try to change just the arm if that's an option. They said they'd prefer a brand new one. We've already read this screenshot. This is a duplicate. I can't do the rushies again. All right. I'm gonna rest my voice and have Juan read this. Oh, all of those sentences are about Silver. That's how far gone she was. You think I should have read them? Did she pay an expedited fee on the cover? The good news that we'll still be able to use the first artwork. No, it's not about Sinder. It's about the artwork. I mean, it's them freaking out because it's too similar, but yeah. I could try to change just the arm if that's an option. I'm finding a new one. They said they prefer a brand new one.
Arno and GamerSups were able to work incredibly hard to get my waifu cup released before Silvervale's. It was important to me to have the first cup with Nano's art on it because of how much she meant to me, and what it meant to me to be the first one to represent her on one. I was incredibly anxious about the harassment I'd get for copying Silver again if mine was released right after hers with the same artist. I was worried that my drop would be overshadowed by the first full-color cup too.
Yes, the hat, because this whole situation is a circus, that's why I have it on. So they rushed it, and it got released like a week before Silvervale's.
This is what my waifu cup was originally supposed to look like, with the flame heart artwork on one side. I had the same flame heart kiss animation on my model and I loved having it represented here. I was made to change it to avoid being too similar to Silvervale's cup. Silver's artwork was finished a long time before mine. I was at least able to use it on my desk mat, but I was still incredibly upset it wasn't the art on my cup or shirt. This was not Silver's fault and I never blamed her for this, but this added to my negative experiences around her.
It wasn't the art on her cup or shirt, but I feel like it wasn't the art on her cup or shirt because they're probably the ones that went to GamerSup and said it was too similar. Yeah, this wasn't Silver's fault and I never blamed her, but I definitely added it to my Silvervale journal. For real. Can we see like one evidence that Silvervale ever accused them or thought that she was being copied by them? Because they keep repeating that, and yet there is nothing to prove that. Red message Nano about Silver, asking about a model right after my demon model debut. Red message Nano about Silver, asking about a model right after my demon model debut. Okay, so it's this part, but it's like censored, so... Man, Cinder's model called a lot of attention. This person and this person messaged me for models. Did she ask you for new models yet since Cinder's debut? Oh lol, she kinda did. Oh, Silver Cup out. Oh, so he wasn't even asking because of that. He was writing this as she said that. He actually just straight up messaged her, Silver Cup out this Friday, skull emote. Will post, yes, she told me. At least Cinder came out first. Yeah, and is doing so well. Did she have you make a second art piece recently for it? Yeah, it is. He's asking for the art piece. Then he's asking, did she ask you for a new model yet since Cinder's debut? Yeah, she did actually, but I'm kind of excited for a redacted name. Me and Cinder were like, she probably already asked Nano. Are you planning to work on another model for her or just redacted names are new? I think she got upset about Cinder's figure stealing her figure thunder. Yo, what is this? What is this unhingedness? Dude, there's no way. I mean, Cinder's been blasting. She just got it all. Wait, did you tell her no? Oh my god, he's so excited at the prospect. Silver's been kind of missing, I think. Not yet, actually. I know it's Cinder's enemy, but still my client. I'm sorry. Then they're making the... Oh my god, I hate how they make the argument. Are they just stupid? Like, they make the argument that she's the one that called her Cinder's enemy. I never said that, but why? Why is she calling it her enemy? She says, I know it's Cinder's enemy, but she's my client. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Then he says it's okay. But then she's like, but keep in mind that I love Cinder so much. About that model, Nano had the ability to tell me no, Silver was still her client. Yeah, Nano wasn't physically restrained. She could have told me no. Keep in mind that I love Cinder so much. Is she rushing you for a birthday model again? Listen, I just wish she'd play nice, man. Like, Cinder didn't copy you. Stop being like this. Show any proof that Silvervale thinks that she copied you. Oh no, it's just a new model with one of the contests out of its right? I don't see a point. Like, wow, Wolf Girl. And then he's like, please don't be a bitch, Silver. He calls her a bitch. He calls her somebody that copies her, yada yada. And then he's like, Nano called her the enemy. We never said that. He said she was mean. Oh, I'm glad everyone's interested in working with you. You deserve the attention. I hope your own VTuber being is going good. Cinder still wants to collab. She's like, I'm having an existential crisis. He's like, what? You've been doing good though. What the hell? Then she's like, I don't know. I just be like that. And then Red is like, how is your new design coming? Oh, and I guess we can start working on Cinder's winter design, whatever you want. Make sure you save time for the new Cinder stuff too, with Zen and Silver and everywhere else you do. Everything else you do. My new model's going a bit slow, and don't worry, didn't confirm anything with Silver yet. He knows he's worried about this. I think Cinder and Silver will always be fighting for your work behind the scenes. I think it's just Cinder. What's up with your new model? Oh, no big deal. Just taking my time to work on it. Okay, they're just talking about random stuff. We're gonna do Cinder's birthday, but it's probably going to be early October. Shit, nothing bad. We have some... just a lot we have to take care of before that. Oh shit, I hope it's nothing bad. All I know is that there's a non-stop opportunity machine. And then he's like, well, we have some problems going on, things we need to fix, and just some drama getting to us. But yeah, it's a non-stop crazy thing. Nano's like, man, more drama? He's like, we have little breaks with new things until the 2.0 debut. Still have to advertise Gamersup and the bikini figure until then. And then she's like, may I know what's up? I kind of like to gossip. He says, drama with some friends when we were traveling, just people not acting very nice and being kind of two-faced. And now Silver stuff getting to us because we didn't plan for things to be released so close to ours. Nano's like, I'll slap you about the Silver stuff. It's like, it's whatever, I guess. Forget about her. Yeah. So he's like, bringing us back to Silver, being worried about this. To the person that's supposed to take the commission. Like guilt tripping. Nano got tired of hearing about drama around Silvervale specifically. I was looking at numbers yesterday. Cinder literally has the same view number as Silver now. Cinder supremacy. Almost as many, but not really that much. I think it's more like wanting her to recognize Cinder, even though it literally doesn't matter. Well, clearly it matters to you guys. I feel like there's this unspoken competition between them. Like they need to one-up each other because Silver can't get along. Yeah, it's totally Silver trying to blacklist people, keeping up a spreadsheet, like spam refreshing the Twitter page, thinking that she's stalking you guys, telling other people that she's stalking you guys, that she's being mean to you because she didn't want to collab. Like, come on. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, it's been very spoken, but only by Red and Cinder. And then he's like, but I understand her point of view. A new VTuber who people says look and sounds and acts like you, becoming just as successful as you in a year. If she did recognize Cinder as an equal or a friend, then it would be like she's endorsing her copy. Or like some people say, her replacement. They share a lot of the same audience too. So we have to fight for their wallets with our cups and figures. Hashtag Cupgate. We did undercut Silver's figure too. I mean, I think Cinder is winning considering her goal for the cosplay. True, that was insane. Like at the end of the day, it isn't about how much we make compared to her. We just want her to recognize, hey, Cinder's a big VTuber too. She got there on her own merits. And the marketing potential and money they could make, and they teamed up. I just know anything we do she's watching and we'll take from or try to outdo. Oh my god, you know the spinning figure we have on stream? Silver figure was announced on Wednesday. No spinning figure. And Saturday, everyone hears about it. Figure announced, spinning figure on screen with figure right next to it. Silver streams yesterday, first stream since Cinder debut. Guess what? Spinning figure. TwitchCon 2023.
Silver and I had back-to-back meet and greets at the Mythic Talent booth at TwitchCon. When mine ended, I saw her line wasn't busy, so I hopped into it to say hi to her. The last time I tried talking to her was my Twitter message about Minecraft almost a year earlier. Another friend of ours happened to be there to see Silver too, so I waited in line with them. When I saw her, I congratulated her on her Novel Horizons figure and Starforge PC that were both displayed at Mythic's booth, told her she should be proud of all of the cool things she was doing recently, and I wished her luck on whatever she was planning next. Silver nodded along, thanking me, and I left. Red took a picture of me talking with her in the moment, which is not something either of us planned to do beforehand. Later in the day, I posted it on Twitter. I didn't see the harm in posting a cute picture of us together. We were both with Mythic Talent. Everyone wanted to see us interact, and showing us on friendly terms could stop the
harassment. Dude, it's crazy with the context that we know that she did this. This is after they believed Silver was trying to one-up them. This is after they believe Silver was like being mean to Cinder, you know, that dismissive hi that she said. And this is after all of that. And then they're like, oh, we didn't plan it. We just, you know, wanted to post this to stop the harassment. Didn't even ask Silver about it first. They just like sent it. It's kind of the same thing they did with the ship heart, honestly. And I'm sorry, but it's so fucking weird considering the context. Like, you guys clearly dislike her, and you believe that she dislikes you. So why are you tweeting this? Yeah, at the con, hey bestie, but behind the scenes, we gotta compete this bitch. And after they were trying to get Nano to stop working on her model, right after I tweeted, Red messaged our mythic contacts about asking Silvervale to do something. Like, it's all... Imagine Silvervale seeing this. She's already kind of output by them. She sees a tweet going up about Cinder meeting her on a meet and greet. And right after that, she's gonna get a message from her agent at Mythic to ask her for a Cinder collab? Won't she just think that they're trying way too hard to collab with her? Like they're cloud chasing, or that they're being weird about it again? The current meet and greet started a little late, so feel free to walk around and start grouping around too. Thank you. What are the chances we could talk to Silvervale about working with Cinder on something? Their meet and greets being back to back and them sharing a lot of fans made me think whatever they could do be really good. I think pretty easy. I'll message her and ask if I can make a group chat if you want. Sounds good. And thank you guys for being awesome for Cinder today. The meet was great and you've all been the best to work with. Thank you. We love working with you guys. So lovely meeting you both. I think meet and greet went amazing and Cinder had the loveliest fans. Cinder had the loveliest talent manager team. You guys are always wonderful. I'm so thankful for everything you do. I'm always happy to participate in events. If you ever want to invite me back, I'm down to do in-person or virtual meets or any cool things you have planned for the future. And then she adds, this would be a cute idea. I could see our branding working together for sure if she's down. Our branding working together. Has anybody ever planned a collab thinking about branding? What? Where are we now? Silvervale messaged me on Twitter 3 days later where she said she isn't interested in collabs but is always down and want to message or anything though. Sometime after this message, giving me the okay, I sent Silver a friend request on Discord. Okay, so this is when Silver finally responded. My messages with Silvervale. Here are all of my DMs with Silver after she said to contact her on Discord. Since only a few of them have been shown, I will go over them below.
This quote from my apology applies here too. I tried reaching out some time ago to try to start up a friendly conversation to change things and make things right, say hi to you at conventions, and support your endeavors, but despite all that I was still being eaten alive by my own doubts and fear or harassment. I was pressured by the community as a whole to try reaching out to collaborate since I got these messages so often comparing us, and I hoped we could work something out.
I understand Flaming. Honestly, I get it. Wait, do you think Silvervale told her to message her instead because she kept going to mutuals? Oh man, Silvervale, hi. Hi Silver, sorry for getting back to you late. I've been super sick from TwitchCon. Guess a lot of us got sick after the last couple parties. I hope you had a good time in your meet and greet. It was nice to see you there. But yeah, no worries if you don't prefer to stream together. My manager suggested something more like sponsorship, merch, music, or some kind of other project together that maybe Mythic could help with it if needed. I love to chat more either way. No worries. It's been super hectic and busy for everyone. I hope you're feeling better. I'm really flattered by the persistence, but I'm just not interested in transactional relationships with anyone. I hope you can understand. But she didn't understand. The narrator comes in. But in that moment, Cinder did not, in fact, understand. I completely understand. I'm finally feeling better and getting back to streaming. Had a lot of Halloween stuff planned for this week I had to miss, but I'm gonna try and make the most of what's left of Spooky Month. I saw your new model teaser. Hope the debut goes great. Hope you're still enjoying spooky time anyway. Hope you're feeling better. Also, thank you. I was so anxious and nervous, but I think it went pretty well. I think your new design is super pretty and unique. You did such a good job on it. Blah, blah. I ended up carving a pumpkin on stream for Halloween. And after that, she just kind of just stops responding to her. Just got your gamer sub stuff in the mail. Looks amazing. It's so cute that we both have Nano's art on our merch since she's both our model mama. I hope your flavor developed is going well. Can't wait to try it. They're sending me samples of mine soon. It's crazy to say that when you were literally molding because she might release her cup with the Nano art before and she might get the first Nano cup. Hey Silver, your Valentine's outfit came out amazing. Design is so pretty. Hope everything's going well for you lately. And late congrats on your gamer sub flavor, Silver. The art you had done for your alternate label and mousepad was gorgeous. I hope your gamer sub sent you some of my flavor to try. Silver messaged me after accepting my friend request. This was our first, and yeah, maybe Silver was just like, here's my Discord. Stop, like maybe she just told her to message her directly because Sinder kept going to everybody else but her to ask her to collab, and then she was just like, look, I'm not looking for a business relationship, and ended the conversation there.
Silver messaged me after accepting my friend request. This was our first, and only, conversation in our DMs. After turning down a collab, I brought up every other thing Red had talked about us doing together to see what she thought and get it out of the way now. On the other hand, Red was in my ear the whole time saying how great working together would be, since again, he's been the business-oriented side of my brand. Maybe Silver just didn't want to stream together and would be open to doing something else. I didn't say it at the time, but I also brought these things up because of the dozens and dozens of requests I'd see of fans wanting us to do something together too. I said I'd love to chat more either way, followed by I completely understand when she turned me down again. Silver never shows that message, and it was cut off in her document.
Yeah, yeah, she asked, basically they went through Yoklesh, then Aru, then the manager to contact Silver. And then the raids and the replies to the tweets, the ship art, and then the meet and greet photo. It's odd. That was the final of 2 times I ever asked Silver to do something together. And the first and only time I asked her to do something professionally together. Yeah, but they're not counting all the other times I went with other people. They're so fake. Like, they're so fake. All this time they've been spreading lies about
Silver gave the most polite fuck off with a man. Face bombing.
Yeah, it's just, they're so two-faced because literally just a few days before, they were shit-talking her to Nanoless. And then to this other VTuber that they had in comment. And then she's just like messaging her, you know, sending her congrats. And then she's like, she's gonna be like, oh, Silver never replied to me even though I was so nice to her. Like, you were nice, you were just being fake. Fake as fuck. It gives me the vibes when, you know, these nice guys, they get like turned down by a girl and suddenly they become unhinged. Like the Reddit nice guys. This message was used in Silver's own document against me to make it seem like I was taunting her, claiming that Red and I were planning to force Nano cancel Silver's model. I sent this before she had the conversation with Red where Nano canceled Silver's model herself. Hey Silver, just got your gamer stuff in the mail and it looked amazing. It's so cute. That was 11/15/2023, 10:39 a.m. I replied to Nano's tweet showing off mine and Silver's merch the next night too. Got my art merch from Gamersub, they ended up absolutely beautiful. Here are Red's DMs of Nano's 2 days after my message to Silver, when Nano made the decision to remove Silvervale from her waitlist and cancel her model. The full convo was in Nano's section of this doc. Are you designing bows? Not sure, we didn't get into it specific yet. So one on the list can you get rid of? Might have like this. There's some people I promised a model so far so I can cancel. I'll tell them my manager told me to get rid of some comms because I'm dying. You just scrapped Silvervale. I talked to Sinder just now about this and she said she absolutely would love to work with you more to help you pay for your house. Didn't you already start Silver on your stream though? Yeah, but I'll cancel it anyway, kind of feeling more light and didn't even send the message yet. Ruthless. I mean, regardless of how I feel about it, you should do what's... Is that the model that she ended up picking back up? We definitely want to come you for more art you can do on stream too, like not just NDA models. I think we have planned for how we can work with both of you and the models and the 3D model we're getting. Okay, this part's a duplicate too. Nano told me about Silver's model in July, but it was only cancelled here in November. If I was the one who had Silver's model cancelled, why did I tell her it was okay and then wait 4 months to force and manipulate Nano? Okay, shut up, Red. We've already read that part. She kinda did actually, but I'm kinda excited for Redacted. Me and Cinder were like, she probably already asked Nano. Are you planning to work on another model for her? I think she got upset about Cinder's figure stealing her figure's thunder. I know it's Cinder's enemy, but it's still my client. I'm sorry. Here's Nano cancelling the model with Silver in their DMs, blaming Mio and her workload. This screenshot is from Silver's document. Silver, I have to cancel the model comm. I'm sorry, my manager told me I have to cancel the most comms possible for healthy reason. I've been working too hard and it's getting into me. I really apologize for this inconvenience. I was looking forward for it so much. I love your art. But you have to prioritize health and take care of yourself. I hope your health improves and you feel better. Make sure to get lots of rest and relaxation. Do you know if you would be able to do it next year at all? Yes, okay, I know you have a ton on your plate and I can't imagine how stressful it must be. Do you think you can still do the gamer subtub art? Oh yeah, illustrations are okay. Red didn't ask or make Nano cancel Silvervale's model. Image from Silver's document. I didn't think much of it at the time, but Sinder messaged me on Discord right before my model was cancelled. She celebrated that we shared art, despite the fact that at the same time she and Redacted were actively working to take the potential away from me. Where's the lie? They were celebrating art when they were actively trying to sabotage her behind the scenes. This is where she confronts Red and Sinder about the model Bebe comment. And it was right before Sinder messaged Silver, but they didn't include it. Yes, of course. This is what, dude, you're really doing this? This is what Red told Nano in May about working with Silver. Now listen, I don't want you to think we're telling you not to work with her. You show the entire screenshot because we literally memed that line earlier for how little you meant it. You guys are so fake. You're the fakest person I've ever met in my life. I didn't even meet them, but I've ever read about even in a Google Doc. Holy shit. And I've read a bunch of them. That's saying something. In July, Nano told Red that Silver was still her client, no matter how he may feel about it. And here's Nano in her own public Discord server the next day on November 18, saying she's healthier and less stressed after choosing to remove Silver and Cotton from her commission wait list. Remember when Cinder Fence said you gotta read it all and prove Cinder is innocent? I don't think they read it all. And the more we read and the more we think about it, the more this document is full of holes. Well, let's see if Geary wants a Nano model or not. And then he spoiled this part and hope Silver finds someone else. He always spoilers every time he's dog shitting about Silver. I hope Silver would find someone else to do her model so she wouldn't come back to Nano for one. And like Cinder, by that point in time, I had already basically written off Silvervale because of the undeserved way she treated her. After clearing things up between them, Nano told Red she was going to take back Silver's model, but never did. Is this, I don't want to take sides on any drama or situation. Is this about Silver's model, Nano? Yeah. I want to take it, but I don't want to disrespect Cinder. So clearly this was about Cinder after all. She wanted to take it, she just didn't want to disrespect her. I might be able to consider I'll only take Silver back. So it wasn't like they're like, yeah, it's because she took too much workload. Even in her Discord, she says she's healthier and less stressed, but she wants to take Silver's back. So clearly she was able to work. I think she was stressed because she kept being put into drama because of that. She's in the middle of them. But here's Nano's reaction to finding out about my message to Silver and the image of how it was portrayed in Silver's document. Nano would have known exactly what happened with Silver's model. I messaged Silver about her VTuber award nomination. Again, so fucking fake. After all of this, you're messaging her? Like, just stop.
I messaged Silver to congratulate her on her new model she debuted. When I went to her stream to support her, my messages weren't sending. I didn't know what the problem was at the time, but came to find out later that I was restricted in her chat, meaning all of my messages were held for review and only visible to her and her mods. Silver had been ghosting my messages for months, but I gave her the benefit of the doubt that she just genuinely missed them. She told me she was always down if I want to message. When this happened, despite everything telling me not to, I still clung on to the hope that we could make amends. I wasn't oblivious to the way Silver had been treating me since I first debuted, and maybe I was too naive in thinking this way.
I gave her the benefit of the doubt. What benefit of the doubt? How is this benefit of the doubt? You guys have taken action time and time again. You know what? I'm thinking about Lily's message right now, and she's actually right. Every time they have the chance to turn into their most slanderous self, they jumped at the occasion with glee. Yeah, true, they have a full spreadsheet of raids. They're keeping a Silvervale journal. A Silvervale stock journal or some shit. They've been attacking Silver behind the scenes for a year now, spreading these accusations to at least 3 different people. What benefit of the doubt? Stop!
Silver's Gamer Subs flavor launched 1 week before mine. Once again I was told I was copying her, not just because her flavor was out before mine, but because we both had a label drawn by Nano. This was the second time our gamers launches were back to back.
Okay, so this time Silver was 1 week before Cinder's. She messaged Silver to congratulate her on her gamer sub flavor. This was the last message I ever sent to her. Red's conversation with mod number 1.
I had mod applications open again, and another 2 of Silvervale's moderators applied after being encouraged to buy mod number 1. Red messaged mod number 1 for their opinion on these new applicants. They've been modding for Silver for almost 2 years alongside them. Red then asked about me being restricted in her Twitch chat a few months earlier, and if there were any problems her mod team had with me since mod number 1 had been around for a long time.
What?
Mod number 1 asked Red to keep their conversations private from me. I was never told about these conversations Red was having with them or what he was told by mod number 1 over the following year, until Red and I were putting this document together.
Okay, but still, what the actual fuck? Wait, so Red was getting information from a mod he had in Silver? Dude, what they're doing is actually 5-head. Okay, I said they weren't masterminds, but the fact that they're grabbing mods from every like VTuber server is fucking insane. So they had like double agents in Silvervale's mod feeding them information? And you know what Red does with information. We know what he does by this point. He doesn't just take information and sit on it. He acts on it as every chance he gets. Hey, our name, we're going through mods apps. I want to ask you about a couple. And he always like starts a conversation talking about business and then switch to gossiping. Okay, these are both Silver's mod. Can you basically give me a rundown of what you know about them, what they do over there? So this person has done a lot of Twitch side modding, has a lot of experience there, and generally has a lot of good vibes to send. He's pretty active. He works at event, doesn't really have a Discord access. He needs to at work. As far as community engagement goes, they both do really good on that end. There was a third person too from Silver that isn't a mod. I want to emphasize this, and he's been trying to get his foot in the door for modding stuff, and I think he'd be a good pick as well, seeing as he's kind of been finding himself, really enjoying fitting into Cinder's community, so I really can't give much higher praise to the 3 of them than I am. I can say though I've known these guys for a good bit, and they definitely have been looking at more modding opportunities. Do you know how long they've been modding for her? And I'll look for, I don't know, mods this person's application. What do you mean by looking at more modding opportunities, like besides Silver and Cinder? Our name became mods at the same time, so we're running up on 2 years. So now, yeah. And by modding opportunities, I had meant that I encouraged them to apply because I think they'd do well for Cinder. And if I remember correctly, Bardanim becomes a Twitch mod not long after this person. Okay, thank ya. And they're 3, the only ones you know that applied from Silver's side, just in case I missed any. He wants to review all of the Silver mods. To my knowledge, those are the only 3 I know. And one more thing I wanted to ask. I don't know if you remember when Cinder was talking about this, but this was from Silver's chat. I guess Cinder's message don't go through at all. I was wondering if you knew if there was any problem with Cinder's and Silver's moderation, like in general. Figured I'd ask before considering hiring any more of her longtime mods, if that's alright. Yeah, that's been an elephant in the room for a bit now. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but a couple weeks ago I saw Cinder was monitored with chat restriction in Silver's Twitch chat. Like she can't send messages that will be sent at all. I went to inquire about it and was told not to worry about it. Closer to Silver's Gamer Subs flavor release, one of the admin's lead mods started blacklisting Cinder's emotes and stuff, and it's been a thing that I can't really figure out at all. I've really only told Bardan named this. I've been trying to keep it from Cinder just to avoid any potential hurt feelings and whatnot. And if I may, I'd like to further add to something that I would request to be kept confidential between us, or at least admins if possible. For sure. So, on Silver's most recent mod apps, there was literally no question regarding what would you do in X situation and how to handle it, and instead were questions like, oh, this on Silver's most recent mod app. Who do you watch on Twitch, YouTube? Who's your favorite streamer? Do you plan to mod for anyone else? Something really weird is going on over there, and I'm kind of on the brink of stepping down and trying to move towards focusing on Cinder's community because I haven't been able to really get answers or even get the chance to ask what's going on to see if there's any middle ground solution for whatever has gotten to Silver. That's interesting, Red says. Bar that name. TBH, with you, between us, Silver's always had something against Cinder. And Cinder's tried multiple times to go about mending that bridge. There's a long-running conspiracy theory that Cinder copied her, and I think Silver bought into it. And now that Cinder's a big streamer, it really bothers her. if I had to guess. I don't know Silver at all, just from clips and stuff. Like, I know Silver deals really badly with imposter syndrome and stuff, but this feels really different. Do you know if Silver ever said why she moved her stream to the morning? Did she ever say? He thinks it's because of this too. Everything, all roads lead back to Silver, I guess. Yeah, and now he's spreading it to the mod too. Of course, this was before she knew I modded for Sinder. Does she know you mod for her now? She does, because I had a while back, like August or September or something, proposed we borrow the no meme channel idea from Sinder's server because we were having trouble with political and other kind of yikes discussion in the memes channel there. And the response I got was, well, I'm glad you like modding for Sinder more than for me, which at the time wasn't true. I enjoy modding for both, but now when one has made itself comfortable living in my head while the others actually brings me some good vibe, that's pretty much why I'm waiting stepping down from Silver's server. Silver said that to you? Have you noticed her and the mods being weird or different to you since? Since I haven't had any further mentions, there's been nothing in particular. Okay. But just seeing all this go down and not have a clue why or any potential fixes for it, it just, I don't know, man. It's been on my mind for the past few weeks and I'm not even great mentally. Yeah, the whole situation is a lot. Actually, did you happen to discuss applying for Cinder's mod app with Bar.Naim and her server or privately? Privately, I wouldn't even try poking that bear in Silver's server. Game theory, I think Silver's mod app opened really soon after Cinder's did, and I wonder if that's to replace any of her current mods that end up modding for Sinder. Not that I think it's the case, this could be a possibility considering what you've told me, especially her application question. Or to take mods that would apply for both, but only availability for one. I don't know, man. And he says, I can tell you one thing, 4 to 5 new trial mods Silver put up are high tier Patreon subscribers. Specifically the ones that get access to like the VR chat meet and stuff, and that you didn't hear from me. Pay to win mod apps. Unironically, that's what a friend said to me when I was hanging out with them yesterday. But yeah, if I had to summarize things, I feel a lot happier being part of Cinder's community right now, mostly because it isn't detrimental to my headspace currently, that, and I hate being in the middle of awkward stuff. Oh, well, now he knows how Nanoless feels. Dude, it's so fucking weird that he's asking her mod for this. It's so incredibly unprofessional. Somebody in your mod team, they have access to stuff that no one else has access to. They have perms that no one else has access to. Should be your safe space. It should be the people that protect you. And Red's got his foot in the door with this guy is disgusting. And oh, guess what? The other 2 Silvers mod who applied were accepted because of their experience and recommendation from mod number 1. Went through the mods app. These 2 again, I like them because they're always active in the community. I have some sort of modding experience. Possible backups. These 3 were from Silvervales that I asked about. Here's what she said. I don't know who he's talking to here. Silver had tweeted on her own version of this emote saying hi, and I replied to her using my PyroPup one. And shortly after, she deleted her tweet and never reposted it. This was the last time I tried interacting with Silver. You've said that like 3 times already. Wasn't that message the last time? Oh, that was the last message you ever sent her, and this was your last interaction. You can see there was a reply to Silvervale here. Oh my god, she deleted her tweet because you replied to it. And yet, she's not spying on you in your own server. She's not slandering you behind the scenes to multiple people. She's not trying to sabotage you. She's not trying to one-up you with the gamer sub cup. Why is he putting the messages with his mods, by the way? That's fucking crazy to put that in there. It's fucking wild. After this, I gave up on holding out hope for fixing things between Silver and I. She had a problem with me for years and never wanted to address it. I would have preferred if she told me off directly instead of being fake to my face. Shut the front door. I can't believe you have the balls to say this. I would have preferred if she told me off directly instead of being fake to my face. She wasn't fake. She told you she didn't want a business relationship. And then she stopped replying to you. You're the one being fake. I'm really starting to dislike her. I had a better opinion of Sinder before this document started. I have a horrible opinion of her now. Horrible. The next day, Red messaged mod number 1 about the tweet. They told him that the post was shared in Silver's Discord server. Users there were wishing for a collab between us, and then all of their messages were deleted. Cinder replied to one of Silver's tweets earlier, and I think Silver deleted it because of her. Oh, someone had shared a post in her subchat, and a few people said they wished for a collab, and an hour-ish later, all the messages are gone. TBH, it bums me out. Mod number 1 messaged Red and told him that more of my emotes were getting blacklisted in Silver's chat. just a heads up, since you wanted me to monitor things. Hold up. Wait. Red asked him to monitor. He asked him to spy on her server. Dude, this is actual espionage. And Red actually asked one of Silver's mod to spy on her. Just like Silvervale thought that Sinder had been sabotaging her behind the scenes, trying to blacklist her from multiple artists, some of them that aren't even spoken about in this document, and slandering her behind the scenes. But Silvervale didn't know that it's so much worse than that. And these guys, these idiots, just exposed themselves. They literally have spies in her mod team. I can't stress how horrible that is. And for having had somebody try to do this, to me, I'm shocked. I think it's disgusting, and I empathize with Silvervale here. Yeah, if Silvervale read the doc, it would traumatize her. It is so much worse than she ever knew. Poor girl. Actual snake behavior. Who the fuck does that? These people are not human. So this mod says, just a heads up, since you want me to monitor things, a few more of Cinder's popular emotes got blacklisted on Silver's Twitch chat. Man, yeah, Dehydrate one seems to be the target. I mean, it is an emote of Cinder's drinking gamers, so I can understand from the angle of not wanting to advertise someone else's GG code. But I don't think that was the first thought. Do bar.name know about all this drama? They're aware, but they're choosing for now the route that I've gone, which is to try and avoid mentioning it in Silver's server. So wait, so the other mods are now also aware of the drama. Why? Because Red told this guy to tell them? How are they aware? Did they speak together? So it's spreading too to the mods that are both Silver's and Cinder's mod. Root, I'm gonna try to avoid mention of it in Silver's server to keep the peace. To beach, I don't know if Silver and the other mods / trial mods are aware that bar.name are trial mods for Cinder. And then he says, maybe that's the best for now. This is some kind of covert operation. That's kind of what I felt, TBH. I know there'll be a point where ignoring the elephant in the room is gonna run out of time, but for now, it's keeping people happy, and we like happy. True. It'll probably be if they're promoted from trial mods. Not to be that guy, but it's kind of funny that this whole thing is parallel to the Shiley / it's probably small Lola thing. Ironic similarities and such, but two different people at the same time. Absolutely. But Shiley and small Lola seemingly made up. Maybe some day song. We'll see. TBH, with the way that Silver has herself surrounded people, and as far as I can tell, not getting help to work out the imposter syndrome thing, I don't see it happening anytime in the near future. I hate talking about someone I've worked for a long time like that, but I can't really lie about it either. So many people over the years have compared the two of them that I think it's gotten to so in her head. There's no changing how Silver feels. Could you imagine if they worked together? They'd be an amazing duo. What is this crazy espionage? Mod number 1 told Red that they suspected Silver. Also, this mod is gross for doing this. Like, if he wants to leave the community, just leave. You don't have to relay all of that to Redacted when there's clearly beef between them. Mod number 1 told Red that they suspect Silver may have canceled her stream due to my 2nd anniversary subathon, citing what she said in her announcement. They've been modding for her for about 2 years and would have had a good idea of her motivations. My actual VTuber debut anniversary is on June 25th. I don't have a screenshot of her announcement since Red was banned from her server and I was never in Silver's server. So it's crazy that they're using all these screenshots thinking this would play in favor of them. They're like, look what this mod thinks about Silver, and he's worked for her for 2 years. Look what she's doing about Cinder, but they're not even realizing how unhinged they're coming across, spying on her and shit. And this isn't just somebody like a rando joining the public server. It's a mod being like a fucking double agent. I'm sure if I can make an official connection / confirmation on this, but pretty sure Silver canceled her stream today and made it a point in her announcement to add thanks to those that still watch me, wondering if the subathon is connected or not. What? Thanks to those that still watch me and they believe it's in regard to Cinder? Weird. I would have thought anything of it if it wasn't finished off with that little statement. That's crazy. This mod is also schizo. Red expressed concern to mod number 1 about the treatment of the mod Silver and I shared. Mod number 1 told Red that everything they've seen from Silver's sides has been petty drama. Yeah, and this is their proof, by the way. Hey, look at that! Our spying mod believes that everything he's seen from Silver's side has been petty drama. So Silvervale is the one that's been petty. Red wasn't lying to Nano when he said that. We were telling the truth. Look, guys. You and the other mods haven't gotten in trouble over there, right? Gross. Gross. Redacted is leading a military operation right now. It's very serious, guys. It's very serious. Lives are at stake here. We're saving lives here. VTubing. Over, like, I don't know, high school drama and VTubing. Not that I'm aware of why. I'm just wondering, it'd feel really bad if I was impacting anything for you guys. Oh, Red. Damn. Oh, you're such a good guy. I mean, at the very least, it affirms that me moving towards stepping down from Silvervale is the right call, because, like, between you and me, Red, I have no respect for pettyish drama, and the whole thing has come across that way, and I'd rather continue supporting Sinder. Saving private shitheads. It's a good one. Yeah, I feel like, true, I could just make a video on this section, because that section is the wildest. Mod number one told Red that her chatters found out that my name was blocked term. Like, just that, there's so much information. It could be a video on its own. This entire thing could be like a trilogy. Mod number one told Red that her chatters found out that my name was a blocked term in her chat. So it looks like some Twitch chatters over in Silvers have picked up on Cinder being blocked term, and one of the mods straight up said, don't answer it. That's the newest development. The reasoning was so people don't start bullshit. Nice. Very professional response. Mod number one messaged Red again about the drama in Silver's mod chat about me. I mean, if people keep asking for collab and keep like comparing them, I understand why the names are blocked. Another layer on the whole Silvervale Cinder thing. You can still see chat, but your messages don't go through. I think you'll still get a message saying your chat didn't go through, but you aren't straight up banned. So it hides messages from the other chatters. Yep, just to avoid potential unfun Twitter thread or whatever bullshit could come out of a straight ban. And the sender doesn't see their messages are being blocked. They see something that's like your messages could not be sent or something like that, which is the same message as when a word or phrase that is blocked is typed. That's why you'll see people reword their message if the automod is catching something. The second one is interesting because I have told you in private multiple times to very nicely, please leave me alone in every aspect of my life has never happened, like at all. What is this message? Let's say you're my neighbor, and every morning on my way to my car, you say hello and try to draw attention towards yourself from the crowd of people that are for some reason also watching me walk to my car. I have told you in private multiple times to very nicely, please leave me alone in every aspect of my life. I have never walked over to your driveway and attempted to draw attention to me from the crowd that watches you walk to your car. I've never even set foot on your property. You continue to show up in the morning in my driveway regardless. So the mod is leaking those messages. They're talking to another mod there, and I guess this is an analogy about Silver, but it's kind of completely like on point though. Like that's a good ass analogy. That's actually what they're doing to her. The second one is interesting because I have told you in private multiple times to very nicely please leave me alone in every aspect of my life. It has never happened, like at all. Well, it's happened at least once. Seems to distinctly hate everything Cinder stands for to a T. It's almost white knighting. Early on, the sentiment that okay, this mod is lost in the sauce. He heard the story through the redacted filter, probably. Early on, the sentiment that Cinder just copied everything Silver was and was adopted by a ton of people, so whatever resentment they have is long seated with their own explanation of evidence they've convinced themselves of. Silver herself too. Give me any proof that Silver is copying Cinder and that she believes that Cinder copied her and that she's upset at her. Like, I'd rather everyone just coexist and be friends. It's better for both of them, but this hatred is one-sided. Yeah, it is one-sided, just not the side you think it is from. And I do think it's a lot of white knighting because Silver wasn't the one perpetuating the disdain towards Cinder, then none of the mods would either. Silver is threatened by Cinder.
I can see why some creators give NDA to their mods.
Yeah. I am never sharing mods with another server after seeing how crazy people behave. No, but for real, it's because these people, they have really big servers and the mods that they get, they don't really know them. Our mods in my server, I feel like I can trust every single them. Like, I can probably trust them with my life. I feel like it'd be fucking crazy if something... I hope, but I think they're great people with great hearts so far. And I think we've made... I'm pretty proud of the mods choice we've made so far. They work really hard. Silver is threatened by Sinder, but then again, maybe they don't work hard enough because I should send them up to spy on some other servers. Apparently, I'm not putting you guys to full. I'm not using you guys to your full potential, I guess. Yada yada. I do think it's a lot of white knighting because if Silver wasn't the one perpetuating the disdain towards Sinder, then none of the mods would either. Silver is threatened by Sinder because she copied her and is successful herself. Just sad to see Silver mods completely brainwashed like this. This person and I are mostly on the same page, TBH. Silver is threatened by Sinder because she copied her and is successful herself. Just sad to see Silver's mod completely brainwashed like this. Okay, so this other mod doesn't really want to be taken side, so that's why he hasn't said much. But like one of the other mods in Silver's got gaslit super hard because he couldn't something mod pack, and Silver guilt tripped the poor guy like he had committed a felony. Messages between two of Silver's moderator, not including moderator 1, talking about how I was restricted in her Twitch chat. One of the same mods above made an analogy about what I can only assume is me occasionally chatting in Silver's Twitch chat and replying to her tweets as if I was trying to take her crowd away from her. This analogy and them saying, I've told you in private, no, it's not just that, it's you trying to repeatedly hang out with her, do collabs with her. She doesn't want that. She just doesn't want that. This analogy and them saying I've told you in privately multiple times to very nicely please leave me alone in every aspect of my life didn't come from nowhere. It leads me to believe that this is what Silver had been telling her mods happened between us. As you can see by the entirety of her DMs I've shown, nothing even similar to this was ever once said to me by Silvervale, even after I reached out to her directly about my messages not sending in chat. She told you she's not interested in a business relationship. I don't know what more do you want. She was polite. Okay, like one of the other mods in Silver got gassed super hard because he couldn't fix a mod pack and Silver guilt tripped the poor guy like he had committed felony. Okay, this has nothing to do with Sinder. But it's interesting. I don't think I had sent you that screenshot. I did. No, he's even sending them screenshots of mods' conversations. He says, I'd be extremely curious to see what she said about her and Cinder's interactions together because I've seen everything they've ever said to each other. Silver absolutely seems fake as fuck in the messages compared to her actions, like completely different person, lots of ghosting Cinder, no confrontation. Here's a screenshot of mod number 1 conversation from another one of Silver's mod that they sent red. Mod number 1 is in green. He says, to be honest, I don't know anything about that, but I kind of feel like she uses me a lot, kind of begs for help, but then ignores me otherwise. I'm a bit over it. Like, she offered me $500 to try and fix her Skyrim. I failed, so I didn't expect anything, but she made me feel like I was a fucking loser for failing. Bro, I'm sorry, that's just a shit move right there. Yeah, it was kind of like, sorry, Silver, I've tried for like 10 plus hours, I can't. Then she would be like, oh my god, I'm crying, please help me, oh my god. So I would try for another few hours. Then when I gave up, she was super guilt trippy about it. And so I had to end up saying sorry like 10 times to not be in her bad book. Felt ass. Oh, I gotta turn on my music again. Okay, you're very intriguing indeed. Like this, nothing like this ever happened. I gotta ask, how much of our conversation here does Cinder know? 0. I haven't told her. Interesting that as I'm talking to you about this, she messaged me about being in Silver's chat earlier. Her message is still blocked. Replying to something she said like in chat, so she's just confused. I'm probably gonna wait a few weeks into the new job to decide me stepping down, aka my new job work schedule has 95% overlap with Silver Stream. So if Cinder does want more clarification at the end of things I've seen, she is 100% welcome to DM me or send in a voice channel if she desires. Or if she doesn't care enough, that's also fine to leave it be. Yeah, no worries. If you want, I can just relay everything we've talked about at this point. Okay, so he is going to relay things. Why is he saying that she only learned about this when they made the doc? Hey, whatever is easiest. I just have to be something kept privately known. It just have to be something kept privately known, I suppose, because I'd rather not have half of Silver's Patreon on my ass. Half of her Patreon? Her like higher tier Patreon subs are like giga simps. I hate saying it like that, but I generally don't know if there's a better way to describe it. That's understandable. An army of white knights to protect their queen status. Also forgot to mention that the mods who don't have a Patreon subs can see Patreon channels. So generally, I have no clue what goes on in or half the server. How is that modded then? The mods that have the Patreon sub mod those channels and there's no overlap. Not even like the head mod over there. I would assume the admins would, but that's the best answer I have. She's literally made her biggest sims into mods and management charging to even do the job fully. That's wild. You pretty much summed up the newest mods to a T. Gotta clock back in though. Well, last time you told me the mods apps were like, how much do you love silver? $$. And 2, who are your top 10 favorite VTubers? And don't say the wrong names. Yup, that's crazy. I don't know how she maintains the audience she has. Anyway, have a good rest of your day at work. Honestly, that's the thing I like about modding for Cinder. There's legit structure and everyone gives feedback when needed. No, you gotta start paying to mod for Cinder. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.